hi there! Master 1 is the highest rank on Yu-Gi-Oh's competitive ladder, and achieving that rank ain't easy. These days, only the fastest, most consistent decks have what it takes to make it all the way to the top. And what if you don't play one of those decks? What if instead you play an archetype based around flip monsters and random chance? Could you still make it to the top then? I'm Hardleg Joe, if India didn't know, and that's exactly what I aim to find out. You see, each month my patrons pick a different deck, and I do my best to push it up the Master Duel ladder. This month I'm trying it out with Mimighouls, the funny flip-em-up archetype that features a cartoon skelly man. Based around the concept of D&D style mimics, this archetype focuses on giving your opponents treasure chests in the form of face-down monsters, which may have a little bite if your opponent is too curious and flips them up to see what's inside. It is not very strong, but it is very funny. Will a good joke be enough to get us to the top of the competitive ladder? Will we, like Edwin, learn the secret of the mimic? Or will we run out into the street and be metaphorically hit by a car like David? You'll have to watch to find out, so grab a snack and lean back, because it's ladder climb time.
My name is Hardleg. I made the Mimighoul. It was difficult to put the deck together.
And welcome back to Ladder Climb, Legos. As the intro said, we are playing Mimighoul this month, and I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a pretty tough climb. Mimighoul were released a few months ago, and they were not especially good or competitive then. And since then, we've gotten full power Maliss, and now full power Ryzeal. At the time of recording, Ryzeal just dropped like a couple days ago, and from what we've seen of the archetype, it pretty much has like some built-in outs to everything that Mimighoul is trying to do. So this month, probably not going to make it into Master, if I'm going to be honest. But that's fine. You know what? If I already know that this is going to be an impossible climb, we might as well have some fun with it. Right, Critter? Yeah, exactly. So instead of going in with the most hardcore, competitive, try-hard version of the deck, we're just going to be goofy with it. We're going to do some goofy shit. This is a deck that has a lot of different builds, a lot of different tech cards you could throw into it, and I'm going to try my best to try all of them and show you all the weird, interesting, neat things that this deck can do. To start with, though, we're just going to play it pure. We're just going to play a pure Mimighoul deck with some hand traps so we don't die when we're going second, and some neat little like board breaker tech cards that are especially good in Mimighoul. If you don't know, this deck is themed around mimics. And no, not the FNAF Secret of the Mimic, my name is Edwin kind of mimics. These are more like the D&D Dark Souls mimics, like a monster that pretends to be a treasure chest and then you open it up and something bad happens. The whole idea is that almost all the monsters can summon themselves face down to the opponent's field, and then they all have flip effects that say like, when they're flipped up, do a bad thing to yourself, and then give this card to your opponent. Which, in the case of like, if we're putting this on our opponent's field, then their opponent is us, so it comes back to us and then we can make plays and stuff with it. It's a little tricksy. I really like it. It's kind of fun and goofy, and it's got a whole bunch of neat theming. It's just not especially powerful. Flip monsters have never really been great in Yu-Gi-Oh!, and this is no exception. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you a one-card combo. This deck does at least have a one-card combo, although it's a little tricksy, as we see. You know, let's just go ahead and move on over to the solo mode. Behold, a blank field, and we've got the one card starter in our hand, Mimighoul Maker. This card does everything you could want for the deck, except it's random. It's reveal 2 flip monsters with different names from your deck. Your opponent randomly picks one to special summon to their field, and the other one goes to your hand, and then you could special summon a Mimighoul from your hand. So your one card starter has different lines depending on which of the 2 cards you get. You're almost always going to pick Dragon and Fiend, but it plays out differently depending on how it goes. Okay, so they got Dragon, which means we're going to get the Fiend, and then we're immediately going to special summon the Fiend. Now, the Fiend says, when this is summoned, you can target a face-down card your opponent controls, flip it face up. So we're gonna flip up the Dragon, bada bingo. The dragon is our major disruption. It says when it's flipped up, destroy all face-up monsters you control except Mimighouls, and then give this to your opponent. Right now, it's just an extender, but later on, we're going to put this on our opponent's field and have a way to flip it up during their turn. For now, though, we're going to use these two, and we're going to go ahead and make Mimighoul Throne, one of our 2 rank 1 Ixies. So Mimighoul Throne says you can detach one, special summon a Mimighoul Master from your deck or graveyard. So we'll detach the dragon and we'll summon our one-of Master who has the summon animation. Look at that goofy ass, rubbery ass fucker. I love him. When he's summoned, you get to add a Mimighoul monster from your deck to your hand. And I believe we're going to take Dragon. Whichever one you didn't get initially, I think that's the one you get, yeah. So we're going to get Dragon. And then Dragon says, when it's summoned, and we haven't used normal summoned, you could search a Mimighoul spell trap. So we're going to use this to get the field spell, Mimighoul Dungeon. We activate Dungeon, and this says, once per turn, you can add a Mimighoul monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. You can tell this is a modern deck because everything searches everything else. There's a lot of redundancy. And it's actually one of the neat things about this deck. You know, even though it does have a 1-card starter, and that starter is going to seem a little bit weak, that's what you can do with just the 1 card. This deck really kind of pops off a little bit more if you get more cards, because, for instance, in this case, normally what we're going to do is search Fairy. If we already have Fairy, we could search other stuff and make bigger combos, but I'm just trying to show you the 1-card combo. So for now, you get Fairy. Fairy, like all the Mimighouls, can be summoned to your opponent's field face down, or if you control any Mimighoul monster, you can just special summon it from your hand to your side of the field. So we get another level 1 on. Then we're gonna go ahead and make Giant Mimighoul, the other rank 1. Put this in defense mode. This thing, when it's summoned, you can add 1 Mimighoul card from your deck to your hand. And we're gonna get Mimighoul Room, because this is our major disruption. Although again, if you already have Mimighoul Room, you can also get some of these other cards. But we're just gonna, again, pretending we have the 1-card combo. We're getting this, we're setting this, and this is our 1-card ending board. It doesn't seem like much, but these 4 cards actually have some pretty neat interactions. Also, probably worth mentioning right now, one of the neat things about this deck is because it gives cards to your opponent and then activates effects on their side of the field, you can force them to basically give the conditions so that you can activate Triple Tactics Thrust and Triple Tactics Talon. So this is how we can search something like Karma Cannon on our opponent's first turn, even if they don't hand trap us. So we're gonna set those 2, and I'm just gonna end for now. We could set these, we could have more disruptions, but I wanna show you what we get on just this. So we wait for them to summon something, and then we've got Mimighoul Room. Special summon a Mimighoul from your deck, either to your field or face down on your opponent's field. And this is where we give them the Dragon. Dragon to their side of the field. Then, we can change 1 face-up monster face down. So, the 1 card that they've already have face-up, we can change face down. This is important because Mimighoul Dungeon says any player who controls a face-down monster cannot normal summon nor declare attacks with monsters that were special summoned. So, it's a bit of a floodgate, although in this case, they already used their normal summon. They're probably not going to be special summoning a lot. For Ryzeal, if they do, they'll probably special summon by sending this to the graveyard. But, you know, just for the sake of the argument, let's say we're playing against Maliss instead. They summon a couple monsters, then we can use Master during the opponent's turn to flip a monster face up. Flip up the dragon, it destroys all their monsters, it comes back to us, Bob's your uncle. And now they are polymerizationing. What the heck? Zirconia. That's a little deadly. Then they get polymerization back. Okay. I don't know why I'm narrating what the AI does. It doesn't really matter. It is before the end of the main phase. Okay, so during the main phase, here's our other disruption. Throne says, quick effect, target a Mimighoul Master, equip it, and it gains 1,000 attack. Then, non-targeting bounce cards up to the number of Ixies material this has. So it had 1 since we used the effect to summon Master, and we can just bounce this back. And non-targeting bounce, pretty freaking strong. I mean, that's essentially Spheres. You know that Spheres Pass is an FTK. We've got Spheres Pass plus some other stuff. And then in addition, our field has a weird like little effect that says Mimighouls you control that were not summoned this turn gain attack equal to their original defense. So all these really small monsters actually become big. So it's not too hard if you do disrupt them to then just go in and attack for gain. And obviously there's some other stuff you're probably noticing, like Mimighoul Room has a graveyard effect. There were other spell traps we were trying to do, but that's the basis of this. We're giving our opponent Dragon, we're wiping the field, we've got a Book of Moon, we've got a non-targeting bounce, we've got kind of a floodgate, and there's a couple other things, like this can pop cards, stuff can attack directly, we've got other rank 1s, we can make Zeus and stuff. So it's definitely not bad or terrible by any means, just in comparison to some of the best decks in the format, it's definitely subpar, and a lot of decks have ways to deal with it. But that's what we're gonna try to do. Now let's see if we can actually do it. Let's jump on the ladder and have ourselves a time. Standard Season 44 has begun. All right, first duel of the month, and we are going second. And you'll notice that we're up to a little trickery, you know? This is a tricksy deck. It's full of a lot of goofy little things, and I thought it might be fun to try to trick our opponent, you know? One of the big things that was running around last month was everyone was playing Lancea, which does nothing to the Mimighoul deck. So I was thinking it might be neat to like trick people into just firing off the Lancea immediately just to have less cards in their hand, or to try to make their deck or make their field in such a way that they would try to beat Maliss. So we equipped the Maliss sleeves, we named ourselves #1 Maliss fan, we have the little Maliss icon and everything. We just do a little trolling over here. Unfortunately, we kind of bricked. I'm gonna give this to my opponent anyway, maybe they'll flip it up. Behold, Mimighoul Archfiend. Maxi. Alright, so they will get one draw. Joke's on them, I'm bricked. Also, we can triple tactics thrust. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna get this. Set it? No. Add it to hand. We're just gonna be like, you know what? Let's see what you got in that hand. You got to draw one card, and now you're getting rid of it. I see. Both of those are kind of bad for me. I think Droll is more bad, so we're just gonna put that back. And then we're going to set. We're going to set. And we're gonna set. The question is, will they flip this up? They don't really have a reason to, but it'd be funny if they did. So when this is flipped, your opponent draws a card, that's me. They have to send one card from their hand to the graveyard, and then I get this. Thank you. Please discard a card. So it's either called by or whatever their new card is. Raigeki. Okay, so we know they've got called by plus whatever their sets were. And then I get this back. Yeah, so we know that is just called by. Yeah, you know what? Let's just try to do this on our turn. Or on their turn. See if they got anything. We're just gonna summon Dragon to our side of the field. In defense. And then Dragon will search a spell trap. Yeah, I think we get the field spell in this case, because we've already got like quite a few things. In fact, we can just do a lot of damage without having to risk anything from this point. Because all the monsters that weren't summoned this turn get a whole bunch of shit. And like, now these guys weren't summoned this turn, so they just got a whole bunch of attack. They're just big attackmans. See if any of their traps actually do anything. Yo, is that fucking Book of Moon? Okay, I'm actually gonna use this now, because I don't want this to have to flip up on my side of the field and like let them draw a card. So we can banish this, target Archfiend, bounce it back to our hand. You will not flip me. I guess they will. Are they gonna target? No, they're getting the Dragon. Okay, the Dragon isn't nearly as bad because it destroys everything except Mimighouls. So it took them 2 cards to stop from taking damage. Oh, evenly matched. I see. I mean, this is face down anyway. Yeah, then I don't have to worry about them getting it. Okay. Yeah, so now we normal summon this. We know that's called by. So we just get the other dungeon. Activate dungeon. Use this to get the slime, or the fairy. Then we can special summon the fairy to our field, because we control another Mimighoul. Then we can make Throne. Activate Throne to get, what's it called? Yeah, we don't want to put anything in the graveyard that they might actually be able to call by. Get the Master out. I told you I was the Master. Yeah, I think we get this one. I've already normal summoned this turn though, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's just give them this. Actually, this, now that I'm thinking about it, this is even meaner than the dragon. They cannot normal summon whatever they get unless they flip this up. And as soon as they flip this up, they must discard the card they have to normal summon. So they're just kind of in a doom-screwed position unless they get something exactly that they can special summon or something they can tribute. Yeah. I get so tunneled in on like the dragon being able to do stuff. I didn't even realize, like, yeah, if you get into like a condensed game state where your opponent is top decking and you give them Fiend, there's just nothing they can do. It's just terrible. What were they on? Good question. Let's find out what they were actually on. They were decked out for the anti-Ryzeal matchup and just did not get anything except for the like Books of Moon. They were on Ryzeal. There you go, chat. Beating Ryzeal is easy. Okay, probably not Ryzeal because they're on a 60 card list. This Ash has to go hard. Oh, okay. Every opponent is just gonna brick, chat. We'll be fine. Ooh, the Maker. Okay, so we're gonna make the Maker. If they Ash this, it sucks, but I think it's, yeah. We've got so many searches, it'll be fine. Maybe I should have used the field first. Let's go ahead and activate this. Let's go ahead and do this. Ghost Ogre. I was worried about that. We can still get starters if we draw into a Fiend. Let's draw 2 cards from the top of our deck. Molcharmy, they were all hand traps. I give them 1 off of that at most. Yeah, that's fine. We did not get that. We did get the triple tactics, though. Yeah, we just get room and we just set it. You know what? I think if they're on 3 cards, they clearly didn't have any starters. They're going to have to draw a 1-card starter that does something. And we've got both Ash and room. I think we're just fine. I think we just pass here. Set 1, pass. This hand is ass. I think we just summon Maker here. Because Maker will get really big once we get the field spell. Unless they want to Ash this too. Or I guess they could Max C to draw 1 in the end phase. Oh, they thinking. They blinking. They probably stinking too. It's that easy, chat. All you gotta do is let your opponent brick and you'll be fine. Like, fuck this game. Why is my deck so inconsistent? It's like, oh, you're playing 60 cards. What were those 60 cards, by the way? Interesting. So, Fiendsmith, Goblin Biker, Punk, Kash, Tira. Exciting stuff. All right. So far, our opponent is bricked, and now we get to go first. We get to add 1 to our go first counter. Maybe there's something else we could keep track of up there, but I feel like we have such a huge advantage going first and such a bad time going second. Then we're just going to try to keep track of how many times we get to go first. So we're going to start with Dungeon. See if we can bait out the Ash or whatever. We're going to use the Dungeon. And our opponent just surrenders. They're like, no, no, no. I've seen enough of this to know where this is going. What was their hand? What could they possibly be looking at and be like, nah. No Dominus Impulse, no Super Poly, no Ash, no Maxi, no Nibiru. Nothing I could do could possibly beat fucking Mimighouls. Might as well just surrender. Alright, Mimighouls undefeated in Diamond. All we gotta do is win 1 more match and we'll get into Diamond 4. This is going swimmingly, chat. I haven't had to make a single change. We've been playing perfectly. It's been going well. What can I say? Okay. We've got starters, so I'm just gonna, like, Fuelos in the draw phase. Our opponent has a 54-card deck and a 13-card extra deck. They have Ashed the Fuelos, so they will actually be able to play some stuff. The shield! Do they have the Ankh? No. 2,000 life points. Now they have the Ankh. Okay, beating Exodia is pretty dang hard. Although, if they negate the Maker, then we can, like, steal the Exodia. I don't know if that does anything. We can also just, like, give them the dragon and maybe they'll flip it face up. Like, they don't know. It's funny, they have that card that nukes the entire field, but it doesn't nuke their field. Oh yeah, we can steal it. We could steal the Exodia, even though we can't make the attack boost. And then they won't be able to activate the nuke trap because they won't have Exodia. It would be really nice if there was a Mimighoul that like destroyed a bunch of back row, but they don't have that. Another one. They're just full of Ankhs. Exodia doesn't boost its attack if you have it. I'm pretty sure it's like dependent on how many Exodia pieces you have in your deck, right? No, you make gain attack equal to your life points. Okay, so yeah, we can do that. We can make her, and if they negate, then we triple tack, steal it, attack for 8,000. Bob's your uncle. Actually, in case they have Ash on this, let's go ahead and use the Maker. Oh, they reading. They reading for the first time, baby. Oh, okay. I didn't think I would get this far, chat. Yeah, we just get this, and I think we do the slime. Yeah, slime and Archfiend. Damn. Oh wait, no, that's fine. So they get the slime, we get the Archfiend. Special summon. Let's just get this out. This flips up the face down. Hopefully, if we can do enough stuff, we can get them to like. We could basically like bait out the pop before they have a chance to do anything. Yeah, I probably should have picked Dragon. Defense. Special summon? Yes. I think we just get we already have the Dragon, but we get the Dragon still. Or we get Master. No, we don't want Master yet, because we want to summon it off of stuff. Yeah, we just get the Dragon, even though we already have it. Let's go ahead and get Dungeon. Azaroon will counter any Ixie. Yeah, I know. It's unfortunate, but it's the way that it is. Oh wait, we can bait out the Azaroon without really giving up anything of importance with the Relinquished Anima, because I put it in the wrong zone. Hello there! I am the bondage device. Get in! Oh, I don't think they understand how this works, chat. This is what we call in the business the yoinky sploinky, chat. Yeah, so we gotta get thrown and hope that that gets them to bait out the destruction. Yeah, we go ahead and detach this. We summon the Master! 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 Master of Minis is pulling the strings! Doing the stuff and doing the things! Yeah, they expertly played around the stuff in our hand. Just banish you. Ah, I see! Yeah, we'll chain this. And then we'll chain this. Get the Lancey out of here. And then that pretty much forces them to use that. And now we know the last card in hand is the Ankh. There are no surprises. So, triple tack. Give me that Exodia. Give me that Exodia. I want it. I could hand it over. You could try to blow stuff up, but it don't do anything. SP can't attack directly. Fuck. I forgot, but they didn't know that, chat. They didn't know. And I still had other links I could make, so I think we're good. I think we're good. We're fine. We're fine. And with that, we rank up. 4 duels, 4 wins, into Diamond 4. Who even needs to go first? Mimighoul's too strong. All right, our opponent is having a good time. Maybe our luck is finally over. We at least get to go first. That's something. So far, going first hasn't been a prerequisite for winning, but we'll see. Will our luck hold out? This is a starter. We gotta normal summon this. Activate. You gonna ash it? No? Okay. And then we just get Maker, right? And then we make stuff about it. Charmy. So we select this. Yeah, let's just give them Knight, potentially. Okay, they get Archfiend, which is what we wanted them to have. Special summon to the hand. I mean, yeah, we might as well. Yeah, we just make this, because otherwise we're giving them like 2 draws if we go into the other one and then summon the Maker. This allows us to get the field spell, so they have the lock where they have to discard a card in order to do anything. So we activate the dungeon. We go ahead and search while we're at it. Unless they want to ash this. I think we get Slime and we give that to them as well. And then Slime can summon Master during their turn, and then we can flip up the other thing we get with the room. Yeah, so we give them another dude. Now they've got 2 dudes to flip up. Damn, Maxi. Not much we can do about that. Okay, now they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take a peek at what they got. Let me see. Give me a peek. Banish 1 other Maliss. Okay, so it is just Maliss. Oh boy. Everything. We're just taking this out so we can hit them with the Maxi. Also, they forgot this. You can detach 1 material, target face-up cards up to the number of face-down monsters your opponent controls, destroy them, inflict 1,000 to each. So, you know, thanks for putting 2 face-up monsters on the field. Since you've got 2 face-down cards, I'll just destroy both of those. 2,000. Set room. Your move. Let's just go ahead and Maxi. Did they draw Ash or Called By for turn? No? Okay. I think they're actually in a bit of a tricky pickle here. So they can use this. Get the Chessy Cat, or sorry, the March Hare. Add it to hand. You gonna special summon it? No? End phase? Okay, we're gonna Mimighoul room. We're gonna get the Master. And we can just get Archfiend. The problem is I forgot which one of these is the other Archfiend. Ooh, that's spicy. This is our spicy tech card. Okay, so we summon this. Archfiend, flip Archfiend. Face up attack. Oh, I forgot to activate it. I got so excited. I was so excited about this, and then I figured out which one. I'm dumb, yeah. So once per chain, during the main phase, if a Mimighoul your opponent controls is flip face up, you can randomly choose 1 face down card of the opponent's extra deck, and if it is a monster, summon it to your side of the field. So I just get free monsters. So we'll get that. Let's dungeon. And it doesn't matter, yeah. Because in addition to everything else, this Ixie says that non-Ixie Mimighouls can attack directly. So it's attack directly as long as they have a face down card. So we could get in for like all the damage in the world. Just discount damage warehouse. And there you go. We did it. We stopped Maliss from ranking up. And we played through like 4 hand traps somehow. Why is this deck doing so good? Why do we need a number of bookmarks? I don't know. I don't even use the bookmarks. The bookmarks are useless because there's only 1 type of them. If I could have it like separated by each deck or have like different tabs of bookmarks, like 1 for generic staples and 1 for like, you know, generic board wipes and 1 for like specific counters to specific decks or whatever, or have it, you know, options for different archetypes, like have it tied to the deck that I'm playing, then it might be useful. It looks like we're actually going up against Ryzeal with no hand traps or board breakers. Big jaws. So our luck may finally be over, but I guess we'll find out. You know, Ryzeal's fairly new. Maybe they don't know what they're doing. Doesn't Bagushka turn off your own cards? Why would you want Bagushka? I mean, it's not like I can do anything either. Let's give him an Archfiend. Let's give him a dragon. Let's try this. Activate the effect. I didn't think I'd get this far. Hold up, chat. It's risky, but I mean, we're gonna lose anyway. Yeah, summon to your side of the field. Summon to your side of the field. Then we go make ourselves a link monster. Pop in 2 cards, eh? Typhon. Your move. So they can't activate the effect of Detonator. They can't attack with any of these until they flip their monsters face up. Unfortunately, this doesn't stop. Wait, hold up. We might be able to. Do they know? They can't attack. Please discard a card. Now flip up the dragon. Yeah, we just gotta allow that. Yeah, we gotta try this now. And we're gonna flip down this. And then we're gonna try to grab. Get another dragon for next turn. Dare we wait for the special summon? Send aggregator, summon. Add that. Negate that effect. Yeah, and then they just negated resolution, right? No? Oh, buddy. I don't think they know, chat. Either that or they're just that strong. Thank you. And they cannot normal summon because they still have a face down card. Oh, there they go. Well, they got rid of it, but now they just make the second Detonator, right? Detonator. Okay, getting rid of that. And the Master. Okay, so they leave me with 2 level 1s that I can make an Ixie with. Yep, can't be destroyed. Triple attack. Draw 2! Okay, we're not out of this. We ain't in great shape, but we ain't out of it either. Maxi. Unfortunate, but okay. Oh, do they get that back, or do they have 2 of them? They chain Detonator, and then we chain this, so we're not destroyed. Oh, this isn't even once per chain? Alright. Continue the main phase? Yeah. So, now we talents. And we just steal, right? We steal, we attack, we make Zeus. They will blow themselves up. They have 2 Ixies. We're getting one of them. So we take this. Aggregator negates its effects. Yeah, that's fine. Attack. Main phase 2. We make Zeus. It doesn't matter, we still got 2. I forgot we were even under Maxi. Okay. We clear off the Metaltronus and the Cross. Okay. Yeah, we don't get any more cards. We just use this, we get the Trap. We set the Imperm. We got Book of Moon and Imperm. What more could we want? They get Ice. And then we Room. Yeah, I think we just get Master because it has more attack. Master, flip face down, Master Search, other dragon. We can get the field spell next time. And it's that easy, chat! Ryzeal ain't shit! Masterfully maneuver! Oh, look! Someone else trying to rank their way up into Diamond 3. They're already in Diamond 4. I'm surprised I'm in Diamond. I haven't even updated the ranking yet. I was like, this isn't gonna last, right? Like, I want to be cocky because we've been winning so much, but like, I can't. Oh boy. Please do not do anything. Help me. Eldest 2025, thank you for the Prime hype. And they have Ash. So we gotta hope that our own Ash does everything, because that's all we got. Yeah. We just gotta hope they don't have a way to get into the thing. Nope, they had called by too. Typhon won't work against Siffer Divine Dragon, but I think we Ultimate Slayer. Send Malong. Return this to the deck. Malong effect. Damn. We tried our best, but we finally lost one. Mass Driver. Ryzeals gain 1,000. Set 4, pass. Set 5, pass. Jeez. What is this? Paleozoics. 2 of them things. Yeah, I think I'm just doomed either way. What if they activate it here? That would be hilarious. Well, chat, you know, sometimes they just have it. Alright, they destroyed it. I guess they could negate it with Cross. No, they did not. Maker? Triple tack. I'll be taking one of those if you don't mind. So they pop Self. We get the Duo Drive. I'll be taking this. And then we don't make Zeus because we don't have enough material to do anything. Instead, we just start doing stuff. And then, as long as we can make our way to any Mimighoul Ixie, we can turn that into Zeus. No. Get out of here, Detonator. I don't want to have to deal with you anymore. And now we just gotta hope. Hope we get something good. I think we need to go for this, and oh, we have the slime already. Slime is if your opponent controls more monsters. We summon the slime. We summon this, because we control a Mimighoul. We make Giant get the trap.
Hello.
Veiler.
Hi.
And Nibiru. Well, at least it's bigger than them. Set in perm, pass. If your opponent special summons a monster, you could banish this, target one face down monster. Yeah, we might as well do this now, right? Get rid of the other card in their hand. Face up, attack position. Please discard your other card. Max. Why did I was like, I'll put it in attack, and then I can attack into it. Should have put it, I mean, it doesn't matter. Maybe it mattered. Hold up. We livin'. I told you I was living. Oh, we just attack over the rank 4, right? So that way if they get another rank 4, they can't do anything. Change to attack. Unfortunately, this doesn't do like anything on its own, especially if we don't have another maker. With Ash Blossom, we can make a level 14 Synchro. Apply this following effect. All Ryzeals gain 1,000. I guess they just want to shuffle it in so they could draw. Or take slightly less damage. Oh, I guess I could normal summon this, make Anima. Yeah, I could have made Anima, then done that, then banished the field spell, then attack Nibiru. I'm gonna Ash that, actually. Called by? That's fine, we baited it out. Yeah, if they're desperate for that draw, they don't have anything, most likely. Oh, come on, good starter. It's not a starter, but that's disruption. So we give them Archfiend. Set room. Now we've got a Book of Moon, and they get to discard a card. They just shuffle in every turn. They've got so many cards. Send. Okay, there's send that. Summon. Add 1 fire. Yeah, we imperm this. And then we book, right? Yeah. So we get Master. We flip this face down. We get ourselves a Searchy Search. They imperm, which is fine. Not Dragon for Dungeon. This would have gotten me Dragon, but it has more attack. I guess Dragon in defense would have been good. Scoop or pass. Scoop, scoop, or pass. Scoop or pass. Scoop, scoop, or pass. Scoop or pass. Scoop, scoop, or pass. Scoop or pass, or pass. They got 1 card. What they thinking about? The Forbidden Tech Timer Stall. The Forbidden Tech opening up Google. How do I hack Master Duel so that my opponent loses? Open up ChatGPT. Okay, I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I have 2,400 life points. Ryzeal is on the field. I have a set card. Cross is there. My opponent contains this, this, and this. What do I do?
Activate Maxxliss. Then, summon Blastoise in attack position, equip it with 2 mana, and attack your opponent directly.
Thank you, ChatGPT. I'm glad. I'm glad we're spending all the money in destroying the environment for you. Don't forget to put glue on your pizza and eat a rock every day, yeah. Eat 1 rock. Ryzeal ain't shit. Ryzeal can go to bricks. I get the Ryzeal, you do not. I get to beat it with the ghost trick thing. Why is this working so well? I don't want to get cocky because I know I shouldn't be winning, but somehow I'm winning. I'm just trying to be like, thank you. Whatever's happening, thank you. Is that 100% win rate against Ryzeal? I think so far. We've only lost to Blue Eyes. Here we go. Another duel. Still not winning. Coin tosses. They can't all be bangers, you know? Sometimes I make a song, I pluck it out of the ether, and it's like, that could be a #1 hit if I wasn't lazy. If I knew some stuff about music. And sometimes it's like, yeah, there's a reason you don't know anything about music. Also, I'm gonna be a little smaller now. Okay, 1 Ash Blossom. Let's go. Let's hope that was their only starter. Well, called by. I guess it is their only starter. If they had more starters, I would have saved that for like Max C. We do have a pretty decent hand. I mean, Triple Tack is really good into Ryzeal. Mimighoul Maker is like the best card. We've already got Archfiend and Dragon. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters. No, nothing really matters to me. Do 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 do. Boom, boom. Anyway, the wind blows.
Later.
I would swallow my pride, I would choke on the rise, but the lack thereof would leave me empty inside. Swallow my doubt and turn it inside out, find nothing but faith in nothing. Wanna put my tender heart in a blender, watch it spin round to a beautiful oblivion. Rendezvous, then I'm through with you. Boom, boom. I should know the first verse, I can only think of the second verse though for some reason. They're still going. Boom, bum, bum, boom, 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 bum, bum, boom, ba-da-ba-ba-boo. Well, that's unusual. Starleech, Photon, Blast Dragon. Your opponent cannot target monsters with 2,000 or more attack with card effects, and they cannot be destroyed by card effects. Alright, that's neat. Another Maker. We're gonna see if we can meet our Maker. Okay, so they get Archfiend. We get Slime, then we special summon our Archfiend. We activate the effect. They negate. We activate this. There we go. They're popping. I think we just summon to the opponent's side of the field because they're gonna pop anything we get anyway. Like once we activate this, they would have just popped it. Now we've clogged their zones, if nothing else. Oh, they're just popping anyway. Let's get our talents. Triple Tack. Take control of a monster. You've got so many Ixies, buddy. Popping yourself ain't gonna help too much. Well, I guess if they have the plasma hole, then they can, like, pop my card. But no, that has to be the number of Ryzeals they control. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to take that. That was a bad one to take. Aggregator, sure. So we don't go to battle. Instead, we start doing this to see if we can get stuff out. In perm. Shit sucks, bro. Okay. In that case... Spa effect. Get rid of the field spell. Then... bounce the Archfiend. Yeah, I could get the Archfiend back and then use its effect, but I got my normal summon. Having the Archfiend doesn't really do anything. I just bounce this so they don't have protection. Yeah, I think we just do that and then hope that they flip this up. Oh, we could do, wait, what was this? Yeah. So we do this here. We flip this. So they'll get to add, and then they have to immediately discard. Granted, they get to choose what they discard, so that doesn't do much. Oh! Yeah! That's a pretty good top deck. Proceed. Give me them draws, baby. Another Detonator. That ain't a good draw. Okay, they're attacking over that. Okay, give me something good. Actually, you know what? Let's see if we can bait out one, because this is like nigh useless. Okay, they ain't falling for it. They're thinking about it. Yep, they're thinking, and they're stinking. Battle phase. Okay, so they've declared an attack. Yeah, now we room. Because now they can't flip it back face up. Yeah, and I think we just go for Maker. Oh, they're going for that. Yeah, I think we just get Maker on our side. Maker, grab, Dragon. Or, I'm sorry, Master. Master, flip you face down. Master effect, get me the Dragon. Yeah. It's that easy, chat! It is that easy! How? This is the craziest night I've ever had! Yeah, so far I've gone first 3 times, and 2 of those times I bricked and opened 0, Mimighoul cards. Draw phase, Foolos. Alright, we may have a chance, chat. Okay, so it is just Ryzeal. Okay, 3, they just making a big Detonator? No, they're going for Duo Drive first. That's a pretty good draw. Another one. They did not set anything, which makes me think they already have the Plasma in hand. Honest? Honest. Is that a fucking honest? No wonder you're ranking down. You do not need honest, my dude. Who is fighting you in battle? Okay, and there's the Detonator. 3 of them things. 3 of them things. So just a million pops as always. But all we gotta do is bait out 1. Yeah, I think we do Dungeon first. Because that's like the easiest thing to pop. It's like, why wouldn't you pop it, right? Yeah. Fortunately, I haven't used the effect yet, and I could still normal summon Dragon and get another one, especially in main phase 2. And then triple tack. Triple tack's so good against this, if you can control Zeus. Destroy yourself, now! What if they detach to stop themselves from being destroyed? Yeah, I'll take this. We can also do stuff while they're not there. Yeah, this just pretty much ensures us a free effect before they get it back. So they get that back, but we still get the field. Oh, they can negate it with the cross. I didn't even think about that. Oh, but now they don't have the Detonator. Oh, now they do have the Detonator. If we Typhon, we can just run over it, right? Zeus can be made if any Ixie battles. Oh yeah! I always forget about that. Okay, so go to battle phase. Attack. Main phase 2. Surprise! It's Zeus! Wave goodbye to your field. Yeah, I mean, I guess you're losing it anyway. I think we do give them the Dragon, because then we can room and not just have, like, not just have a Book of Moon. Like, now we've got a board wipe and a Book of Moon. Hand or field. They normal summoned it, though. Okay. Do they have Ash? If they have Ash, it's probably over. They do not seem to have Ash. Okay, so we get ourselves the Master. Change the battle position of a monster. Yeah. Chain another card. I thought that's the one I just did. Oh, it's both. Yeah. 2 effects. So we flip up the dragon, we wipe all the monsters on their field, then we add another card to our hand. Bada bingo, bada bango. We're still doing pretty good against Ryzeal. All right, 1 more win and we go into Diamond 3. We've been here before. We lose another coin toss. We've been here before. Things are getting a little trickier now. We've actually lost a few duels, but we're still winning significantly more. No hand traps. We do have the 1-card starter. We do have triple tack. It's Maliss again. Maliss, we did actually build a version of this deck that is specifically supposed to be good against Maliss. Haven't brought it in because we were just starting on the pure version. Maybe next time. I don't know. Usually I play around with a goofy version, like the pure one, until it stops working. But so far it's been working surprisingly well. So, I don't know. You'll have to keep watching. Well, if I triple tack and I steal the Terahertz... Wait, is that it? Okay. Maker? Give me some shit. Maxi? Unfortunate, we will have to call by that. I was hoping to save it for their Link monster, but this is probably better to call by. Okay. So, Dragon plus Archfiend. They get the Archfiend. Which means we get the Dragon. We want the Dragon, so we will special summon our own Archfiend and see if we can use this to bait out some kind of interaction. Okay, there's the Appaloosa. And Droll. That's about as bad as it can get, chat. Activate Fairy. We get this. We make... Yeah, you know what? Let's make Embodiment of Crime. Embodiment of Crime. Activate. Flip up your face down. They negate. Then we go to battle. We attack the Appaloosa. Main phase 2. It's your buddy. You know him. You love him. Mother heckin' Zeus. You got an an impermanence for this? Called by. That ain't gonna help. Called by. That ain't gonna help. No infirms. Just hands. They came up two-handed. So we can still triple tactics. We can't add to hand, but we can set. And I think we just get the Karma Cannon, right? Or do we get the Room and then we set whatever they get face down? Yeah, I think we just Room. There you go. You're down to 1 card. We can flip it face down so you can't do link plays. And that's all you gotta do. Just have your opponent be bad at Maliss. That's been everything today. It's been our opponent has made bad plays, and we did not, and we did it, and we made the thing. Yay us. Diamond 3 is the way to be. I've talked about this on stream several times. I don't think I've ever included it in a video, but I think one of the big ills in our modern society is that people no longer know how to delay their own gratification. You know, if you want to learn any kind of skill, whether it's playing an instrument or learning a new language, or really just learning anything, you've got to put up with the fact that you're going to be terrible at it for a long time. Months and months of being terrible at the thing you want to do good at before you actually get good enough for those skills to pay off. So I think it's very important to always wait until the until the duel pass is full and then get it all at once. You know, it's a small thing. It's not going to revolutionize your life. It's not changing everything, but it's a baby step. It's one small thing you can do to try to get that into your mind. Good things are worth waiting for. Patience is a virtue. And now that we've got it all, we could take one we could take one big deep breath 1,000 gems, 130 CR dust, 130 UR dust. Go! Purple Yellow, Sunset, Dark Resonator. Feel the satisfaction flowing within you. Anyway, that was a fun thing. Now just gotta wait until next month.
My name is Dragon! Master, I want to flip up! Dragon, that is my name! Dragon, I want to blow up! Dragon!
And welcome back, Legos and Legettes, to stream number 2 of Mimighouls. And as you can see, I have ascended. I am no longer merely Hardleg Joe. I am the Mimighoul Master, the Master of Masters. No, not that one. I'm this one. I'm a different... it's whatever. You don't get the reference. It's the deep Kingdom Hearts lore. Anyway, we're here. It's a new day. Nothing's really changed. I didn't play any duels in the intervening time because yesterday was actually my birthday. Yay me! I'm getting older. So I spent most of my time with my family at a nice, delicious steak. It was a good time or whatever. And I just bring that up to be like, hey, you know, if you want to give me a little birthday present, if you want to do something nice, if you're enjoying the show so far, consider donating to the Hardleg Patreon. Patreon.com/HardlegGaming. Just $1 will get you on my patrons-only Discord, and I would really appreciate it. You know, I'd even more appreciate it if you gave more than $1. I mean, that would be great. Then I could buy more steaks and pizzas and stuff. And I guess rent, house, little props like this, you know, this costs money. The more money I get, the more elaborate props I can get. But anyway, we have other versions of the deck, but we're just sticking with this one. It worked so well last time, I figured we continue doing it, and no changes needed. And I'm kind of tempted to get rid of this, because it hasn't done much of anything yet, but at the same time, it's just a one-of. Is it really going to make that much of a difference? I guess there's only one way to find out. So let's jump back on the ladder and see if our luck will hold. Hopefully this will be better than getting FTK'd by Maliss like last time. We got good stuff in hand. We just gotta hope. Okay, Ash cooks us, so let's activate this first and see if we can bait out the Ash. Doesn't look like they have anything except Droll and Lock. Okay, so we get Daruma. We set it. I think in this case, we just give them Dragon. There you go. We set. Your move. We got a Book of Moon. We got an Imperm. We got a Karma Cannon. Looks like we're playing against Maliss again. But she came back. Yeah, and we just do this now, right? We flip this face down. Now we can trigger the dragon whenever we want, and they still can't normal summon unless they find a way to get rid of this. And they don't. So it's that easy. Again, you go first, you have a good time. You don't go first, you have a bad time. Not a lot of decks can out the no summon thing. The thing is, chat, if they had just started by flipping up dragon, they wouldn't be in that position. Ah, my opponent is letting us go first. I guess we still count this as like the go first counter. Although we're playing into what is almost certainly Tenpai. I think we could beat Tenpai, maybe. So let's get this. We get ourselves a dragon. We normal summon the dragon. That gets us a Surpryzeal. Imperm the dragon. I guess I should have given them the armor first. I think we still give this to them. Yep, let that be a lesson. If you have it, just go ahead and do it. We got a big dragon. They can't normal summon. I think we just do this now. Because if it is Tenpai, they don't have a lot of ways to special summon. Like, they kind of need their normal summon. So if we just give them something and keep them off of the normal summon, we're good. So let's just get Archfiend, summon it to their side of the field. And they can't flip this one because it was summoned this turn. It's that easy, chat. Was it Tenpai? It was Tenpai. Haha. All right. So I think we can do this without any fear. We'll get the dragon, and we've learned from last time, chat. We play around Imperm by giving them this right away. Now you cannot imperm. You could still Veiler if you have it. Or the other hand trap. The one that's actually a trap. They do have Veiler. Well, shit. It's actually fine, though. For the first time, we can use triple tack the way that, like, this deck and almost no other can use it. Which is that we can thrust, and we can just get our combo maker, and because they have a monster, we get to add it to our hand and activate it. So, like, we just get that anyway. And then we just pick Archfiend and the Slime. They got the Slime, we got the Archfiend, which is optimal. Special summon, yes. Hello there. I would like to flip up that slime you have. How do you know it's a slime? Could be anything. It's a slime. I think that's worth showing just to show how, like, the triple tack is not just, like... So far, the only thing we've used it for is just to get, triple tactics talent. And so it's good to show that, like, no, it's actually, like, a combo extender in this deck as well. Another lost coin toss, what will we do? Another lost coin toss right in my shoe. What you gonna do when you step on the coin? Running all around, gotta step on the coin. Stepping on the coin like you don't and annoying, 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 annoying. We're up against Jim Jesus. Are they also a #1 Maliss fan? Yes. That is not a great normal summon. That's especially not a great normal summon. You're telling me you don't got any other Maliss cards you could banish to draw 2? They can still combo though. But it's looking good. We got no hand traps, but how full of a combo can they get off of one Chessie Cat and a Magnamut, chat? You know, this deck wouldn't be so bad if it at least cost them, like, anything. Like, if they could do their combo with 1 card and still have 5 left, that would be fine. But the fact that during their combo they can draw like 5 more cards so that they get all the engine out of their deck and then draw a hand completely of non-engine, I think that's what makes it worse, because it's almost guaranteed that they're going to have like Maxxliss or Ash Blossom in addition to everything else. Okay, we draw. We immediately do this. Just gonna bait out the Davis Worm. Or not. Because again, you just get to draw into all the non-engine in the world. Mirror Logic Aggregate, add face-up card on the field. Wow, annoying. Now we just hope this works. Gains 2,500 attack. Negate any monster effects activated during the battle phase. Yeah. 1 second. So we activate this here. Yeah, we're, negate any monster effects activated during the battle phase. Yeah, I should have just done it before damage calculation. So we send that. Do they know, chat? I don't think they know. Negated. Oopsie doodle. You may have made a mistake, Maliss player. Well, there we go. That was one of those instances of like, okay, there's no point in like ranting or explaining what I'm doing, because this is just one of those duels that's gonna end up on the cutting room floor, where I should have given up and then I didn't, because I wanted to experiment, and we just go past it. But no, we ended up winning that one. So, yeah, I think we'll put that one in. Just do your best, Mr. Metal. All right, one more win and we rank up, and we get to go first. Ooh, la la, a fancy treat for me. Let's just hope we get a good hand. Well, no, this is fine actually. We can activate this, put the armor on their side of the field, then we normal summon this, we activate, we flip this up, it activates, coming over to our side of the field. And then because it activated, we can triple tactics talent. And let's just look at our opponent's hand and see what we're working with. Ah, I see. Playing Paleozoics. Yeah, so I think we just put this. Put that back. And then we'll triple tactics talent. Oh, fuck. I forgot. That was a mistake on my end. I was like, then we do that and we're good. No, we had to give them another monster first, and we did not. So we get the master. That's me. Summon animation. Bounce. Have we normal summoned? We have normal summoned. Okay, actually we get fairy. I was like, making this into SP would be good, but I think we'd rather have the end phase bounce, to be honest. Yeah, I think we just pass here for now. I should have gotten dragon. Roll back in hand. Yeah, probably. I forgot this was main phase only. I'm like, end phase, we can bounce one of them back, and then we'll be good. Yeah, I think we do this just our side. We'll get this going. Ooh, do we take out the extra deck so that they don't have anything they can finish the game off? That would take a while. No, I think we need to get this. Yep, major misplay. I should have made the SP. That ain't gonna help a whole lot. Let's go ahead and do this. Ah ha 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 ha! But we can Mimighoul room, and then if they don't banish, they don't get to discard. Never mind. I thought if they didn't banish, they didn't discard. Rise to full height. Okay, so we know that this is the Daruma Karma Cannon. Oh, but they didn't chain it. Okay. I see, I see. Yeah, they don't have a monster to rise to full height now. So we just give them other stuff. Just like dragon or slime. They get the dragon. We get the slime. We can special summon the slime. Oh, and then they can rise to full height that. Fuck. I'm stupid, chat. I'm stupid. Thanks for asking. Yeah, we could have just gotten almost all of it. Pop your field and burnt for game. Okay, hold up. We still might not be dead. Now we can't attack directly. True. We can still attack this, though. Battle phase. Hee 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 hee. We just get in for a lot of damage now. They're just going for the draw. Hope for escape. They're hoping they can escape. Okay. Do we give them the Archfiend? Yeah, then they can't normal summon, and they might want to if they got something good. We can also flip it up during our turn. Fuck. There's Elemental Burst, Fiend Comedian, Black Oats, Trap Tantalizing, Pot of Desires, White Howling, DK, Nicolia, Holy Maze, another White Howling, Morella, Target one monster, change it face down. Yep, I think we'll do that. Oh, wrong one. I thought this flipped it face down. You have a normal monster left in deck? Humanoid slime! Yeah, so we do this now. I know what they're doing. I've played this deck. They get 2 Lost Winds. And we go ahead and get rid of the evenly matched. Do the other one. Elemental Burst. And then I'm just holding down the no chain button. But if there's one thing I've learned from playing this deck, it's that SP is pretty good at just like fucking over them. I didn't think that's what that did. Stall this. It'll take 8 turns, but they're low on resources. Why would you do that? Why did I do that? Yeah, I should have waited. But I think I just drew their whole deck? No. 3. Damn, that was the one I didn't want. Oh, we do still get it back. Good. Anima. Yeah, we could have made Anima. Cambroaster. Yeah. Lost Wind. I didn't know you could use that on your own monsters. Fucking Drill Beam. Okay. Time limit win? Huh. Oh. Dragon was already negated, so they couldn't negate it. Master was face down. Fiend was already negated. The Paleo was a normal monster, so the only thing they could hit with Drill Beam was their own Paleozoic link. And we rank up. I forgot that was the rank up. I'm like, okay, we're not including that one because it was like the worst, longest, most terrible duel. But I guess we gotta at least show some of it. Go in first, and my name is not John Hurt. I don't know what that has to do with going first. Snap, snap. All right, this is an interesting one, chat. So first, we activate Mimighoul Charm, because it's very funny. We're gonna go ahead and give this to the opponent. There you go. Have one of those. We're going to summon the dragon. We gotta get Maker, and then hope we get a Fiend. If we get Fiend, we're off to the races. If they get a second Fiend, we're not off to the races. Come on, give them Fairy, 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 give them Fairy. Damn it! It's not as good, chat. Oh, I guess we could have done Slime. I always forget that we get to summon. I just think that it adds. Yeah, I think we just get Master and go for the bounce. Unfortunate. Master. Master. The bastard of puppets is pulling the strings. Giving me cards and giving me things. Yeah, we never got to activate this or anything else. Okay. And they could, depending on what they have, just leave those face down. It's really going to depend on them flipping it up. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do this now. Flip up an Archfiend. And we get to use the Charm, which is once per chain. If a Mimighoul is flipped up, you could choose one random card in your opponent's extra deck and then summon it to your field or banish it. SP? Sure, I'll take a free SP. Why not? Thank you very much. I'm glad. Hype moments. Sure. And they're just like, okay, I'm getting rid of that. How come I can't activate SP? The effect is negate. Oh, Charm says I can't activate it this turn. Yep, we'll ash that. Set a normal hole, okay. Yeah, I think I do this now, though. So we do this, and we return Sarah so that they don't get the effect. I think this just kind of leaves them with the 2. I don't know what all the rank 4 is, because they've gotten more. Redoer. That's pretty brutal. Well, I guess that's one way to get that back. And then the Zeus caboose is on the loose. It's okay, they won't expect Ultimate Slayer. No one does. Unfortunately, sending the aggregator doesn't really do anything. Traptrix. Just getting a Gravedigger trap hole. Okay. Ultimate Slayer. I mean, we might as well send the aggregator. Oh, I don't have the aggregator. Oh, they can chain that in response. And then they can Zeus. But now I can triple tack. That's pretty good. We'll use this. I appreciate you having a monster on the field. They get the dragon. Hello? Let's just blow up that. Get giant here, right? Yeah, we get to get both. Giant, and then we add the field, and yeah. Alright, so we're still not doing too bad, but we seem to be fighting a lot of Maliss. I really thought when Ryzeal came in here, it would completely dominate the meta. And maybe it has. Maybe all the Ryzeal decks are already up in Master, and that's why we're not running into them. Maybe Diamond is just the home of all Maliss decks all the time. But I'm getting tired of waiting around. You know, we have a not terrible matchup against them, but I want to have an even easier matchup. So we're just putting in 3 artifact Lancia. I've taken out 1 copy of Triple Tack. I've taken out the Daruma Karma Cannon. That also does kind of counter it, but they can play around it, and they always know we have it because we search it with Thrust. We've still got other targets for Thrust, so hopefully this will be good. It's not a huge departure from the deck, so I'm just calling it 1.5, and let's jump back in. Ah, we get to go first again. Good, 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 good. We'll add 12 to our go first count. I am going so first you wouldn't believe. Will we get a good hand, though? Ah, this is full combo if they don't have anything. And we also got Lancia against what is undoubtedly the Maliss player, right? Also, maybe we should change our name back. We've been, like, trying to do this the whole time, and we haven't tricked a single person yet. Okay, we're going to give them the slime so that they can't imperm us. Here you go, have a slime. Veiler. They can Veiler us, chat. They can Veiler us and it's sad. Okay, we got the Mimighoul room. They can't normal summon, not unless they flip this up. They flipping it up. They have ashed it. Okay, sure, if you want to keep the slime, you can. Yeah, you know what? Fuck you. Should have saved your ash. Now you don't get to normal summon. Change a monster face down? Yeah, I think I'll put this back face down. Not on my watch you won't. Small world resolves without effect. Question is, do they have another ash and they just didn't use it last time? We've got 2 ashes. Oh yeah, we can bounce that back. Okay, good to know. Let's try this first. Search in every turn. We get the Archfiend. Summon the Archfiend. Yeah, we get the slime, right? Because that gives us more stuff. Special summon? I mean, don't mind if I do. We'll get another dragon. And that'll allow us to get another one of these rooms. We could just keep them locked in the room, chat. The throne! And then we get the master. Told you I was the master. Where do you think I got the hat? You think they just sell these on Amazon? And I think we get the fairy. Let me think real quick. How many summons have I done? Fuck it. If they have it, they have it. Fuck, they have it. Alright. Well, we can do something funny, chat. Which is bounce every single Mimighoul card back to my hand. Because the trap just says bounce any number of Mimighoul cards. So, no, you can't tribute. In fact, you can't tribute anything. Put that Nibiru back! Anyway, here, have a dragon. Here, have a slime again. Soul charge from hand, it's the opposite. They must be really mad. I'd be mad. I would be supremely upset. Tribute 2 to set. Alright. I wasn't expecting that. What? Oh, it's Nibiru. I was like, what do they set? I'm like, now I know. We just saved this for the Book of Moon, right? Because they already used their normal summon. Another Lancia. Normal summon. I told you I was the master. So that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. And this is 4. Oh, this is the wrong one. Okay. Let's get this back from the graveyard. That has 300. 600. That was close. I could summon, whatchamacallit, I just don't want to. What are the chances they have a second Nibiru, chat? I'm willing to bet 0. Yeah, at the risk of doing so, yeah, we just got... Sometimes when this deck wins, it's just so mean. I don't think we've had a duel like that before, but that was just like... the worst kind of control, just like dangling things in front of them. Well, you almost got to summon there. Almost.
I am playing fucking Mimighoul, yeah, I am playing fucking Mimighoul, yeah.
Savidos, and welcome, brethren, to the dawn of stream number 3, where it's time that we look for a divine new build to Mimighoul. Behold! Deck version 2, something I call Mimigod. Half Mimighoul, half Dogmatica, the Catholic-themed archetype. I think they're Catholic-themed, right? Or maybe just like Christianity in general. Maybe there's a little Eastern Orthodox in there. I don't know, some religious scholars can tell me in the chat. I have religious scholars who watch, right? But yeah, we're playing this big loud car outside. But yeah, we're trying a new version of Mimighoul that combines it with an archetype I haven't heard a lot of people talking about, probably because it has nothing in common with Mimighoul. They don't seem like they would mix together, but there's one card that makes them work, and that's this one, Dogmatica Matrix. When this card is activated, you could take one Dogmatica ritual monster or a ritual spell and add it from your deck to your hand. Then, if your opponent controls a monster, add one Dogmatica card from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, if you control a Dogmatica ritual, you can look at either player's extra deck, send one monster from it to the graveyard. So basically, if you play this with Mimighoul, you can give them a monster, and then activate this to get both the ritual monster and the ritual spell, which is here. And notably, the ritual spell lets you summon by tributing a monster from the extra deck. So even though Mimighouls are almost all level 1s, and this is a level 12, we don't have to worry about that. Just getting the monster and the spell will allow us to get this out. And this thing is a powerhouse. It doesn't help specifically with the Mimighouls. It's really more of like an anti-meta card because it eats stuff like Maliss and Ryzeal alive. Can't be ritual summoned except with a Dogmatica card. Dogmatica monsters are unaffected by your opponent's extra deck monsters, which I mean, if Ryzeal doesn't have an Ixie that can affect this thing, there's not a lot that they can do. It's got 4,000 attack. It's hard for them to beat over 4,000. And perhaps more importantly, during the main phase, you can make your opponent choose and apply one of these two effects. Either send half of their extra deck to the graveyard, or return all Fusion, Synchro, Ixies, and Links to the extra deck. So on turn 1, they can't choose the second one because they don't control anything. So this basically just makes them send half of their extra deck to the graveyard. They do that, and then we can use this effect to look into their extra deck, find the one remaining thing that they didn't send, and send that to the graveyard as well. Just completely ruins a lot of their tactics, makes it difficult for them to even get going if we go first. And the way this works out is we can usually do the full Mimighoul combo and then add this on top of things. So going first, it's just like an auto win. It's very cheesy, but not as cheesy as a lot of the hand rip stuff that some of the other like Mimighoul decks do. Perhaps more importantly though, the Dogmatica engine gives us a lot more play going second, because now we're playing like 3 Nadir's Servant, because this adds Dogmatica Ecclesia from your deck to your hand, and this searches Dogmatica Matrix. But yeah, you could just activate this going second, and then you send off an Entis, or you send off a Malong, or you send off the Mirologic Aggregator, and then you can just shut down one of the cards they have on the field that's causing you some trouble. Of course, this does lock you out of the extra deck for 2 turns, but the Mimighouls don't necessarily need the extra deck. Like, between Mimighoul Room and Dragon and Archfiend and just being able to use Master's Effect and the other like hand traps and stuff that we have, there's still plenty that we can do while we're waiting for that to run out. And hopefully we can also do stuff like try to bait things out with the Mimighouls and then use this. If we can get them to use all their negations and then go into Albazoa, send half of their extra deck off and attack, we should be good. Now, I have been playing this over the weekend. You'll notice we haven't ranked up, but we've gained a few more wins and losses. And if we're being perfectly honest, I don't think this is better than the previous version of the deck. In fact, it might be slightly worse. But I've decided that I don't care about that. You know, a lot of the comments that I've been getting lately is that I'm focusing too much on trying to make competitive versions of the deck, and as a result, the episodes feel stale, there's no experimentation, there's no fun stuff, so I'm gonna give people what they want. We're gonna play a fun, wacky, experimental version of the deck that probably plays some cards you haven't seen before, has some combos that you're not gonna see anywhere else, and we're just gonna have fun with it. Maybe we'll get into Master, maybe we'll get lucky, maybe we'll lock some people out of the game, who knows? There's only one way to find out, so let's jump onto the ladder and see what we can do. First duel of the day, going second. You hate to see it. But I think we have an advantage, chat, because we're going up against Pokemon. At least one of the Pokemons. See, we're fighting Soul Silver. Comment in the comments if that was your favorite Pokemon game. Also, comment in the comments if that wasn't your favorite Pokemon game. Just comment in general, you know. I like some good comments. Alright. Set 3 pass. That's pretty good. As tempting as it is to start with Nadir's Servant, again, we have to save this for the end. Try to get some other stuff going. Let's activate this first. Let's see if we can add the dragon from our deck to our hand. And I was like, oh, we should put this on our opponent's field so they can't Imperm us. But they probably set Imperm anyway, so I think we just normal summon this. Let me have card, please. I would like to have card. Please allow me card. Please, 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 please. Metaltronus! Target one monster. Special summon one monster from your hand, deck, or extra deck that has 2 or more of the same type or attributes. Max! It's an Earth with 500 attack, chat! So we can activate this and summon it to our side of the field now. What are they wait? I assume it has to be, like, that card that, I forget. I think we're gonna try to search and get the thing we want. The Mimighoul Maker. Because if it is that trap that stops summons, which name, like, it eludes me at the moment, then I don't want them to blow up the card when it tries to summon the Master. So we're gonna use Maker, and then we'll see if that's what it was. Impulse? Yeah, Dominus Impulse. I think they have an Impulse because it was activated, yeah, when I tried to summon something. So the Impulse here, that's unfortunate. But now we can Nadir's Servant. We can send off the Entis. We can search Ecclesia. Entis will get rid of one of these back row. Another Metaltronus, okay. And then because we have an extra deck card, we can activate this and special summon it from the hand. Now that locks us out of the extra deck, but we weren't going into the extra deck anymore this turn anyway. And then we will get Dogmatica Matrix. And because they control a monster, we can get both of the things. Give me the monster. Add another? Why, yes, I would. Dogmatic Calamity. What a calamity, chat! Now, do they have another Impulse? Because I think Impulse stops this. If they do, they ain't using it. And then we just send Lulu Wellith, which is level 12. Behold! The ugliest fucker you've ever seen! Come forth, Albazoa! Big. Yeah, we'll just use this effect now. Please send half of your extra deck to the graveyard, please. Now, if we're playing against Branded, then they just go plus ultra. Then they just win at life and everything at it. But anything else and we're golden. Also, I just noticed we're chest bros. We both have a nice, fine chest. Okay, so now we know they're on Ryzeal. And now we can go ahead, just look at their extra deck and be like, okay, of the 8 cards you have left, let's see what else you got. Oh, they're playing both. I see. I think we take Red Ransom, right? Yeah. Let's take Red Ransom, get that out of there. And there we go. Battle phase. Get rid of this with Ecclesia. Ecclesia, smash the bug. Just do half your life points. Let's go ahead and set Imperm here. Let's set the Mimighoul room. And end turn. And then, oh yeah, Lulu Wellith during the end phase lets me add a Dogmatica card. Or it would if they didn't have Called by the Grave. So that's how I can also get Fleur-de-Lis and have an additional negate on top of this. But we didn't get it. But they're on 2 cards, and we've got Book of Moon and Imperm. I do not think they're getting out of this. Maybe they can, I don't know. Dormouse, very nice. Yeah, I think we're just gonna room here. Give me the Maker. Or the Master. Go to sleep. And there we go! Just like we wrote it up. Granted, our opponent, like, bricked, essentially, so not the greatest showing. We didn't have the greatest opponent, or, you know, they might have been a good opponent, but they didn't have a good hand. But either way, we got to show that's what the deck wants to do, okay? Now you know. Now let's see if we could do it again about 100 more times. All right, 1 more win, and we get into Diamond 1, and we're going first, baby. That's what I like to see. Going first makes me feel alive. I go first. In hyperdrive. Sometimes I can't think of a rhyme, but that's fine. And it looks like we've just got the Mimighoul portion of the deck, which is unfortunate because we don't have enough of that portion of the deck to do something. Okay, okay, but they're down a card. They're just minusing themselves. And they don't know that we can't do anything. So I think we just give them Archfiend, right? Yeah, we're just like, here, have this. I want to draw a card. You can discard a card. I will set this. I will set this. I will set one of these. We've got Ash. We've got Book. We've got Imperm. I think we're doing pretty good, chat. Slugmore is already on 5 cards. You just gotta believe. You gotta believe. As Parappa the Rapper said that, I think. Oh, thank you. That doesn't help. They're like, wait, I got a what? Sword Ryzeal. Okay. Yeah, we say no to that. Triple tack. Okay, probably drawing 2. Yep, unfortunate, but there's not much we can do about that. Triple tactics talent. Okay. Or thrust, I should say. Bonfire. Bonfire, doing bonfire things. Sword Ryzeal is a thunder. Okay. Send Mirologic Adjugator. Summon Ice Ryzeal. And you control no other face-up monsters. You can add 1 fire thunder. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. Shouldn't have discarded that Sword Ryzeal. And then I think, because we have the Mimighoul room, we wait for them to get the thing that lets them search twice, and then we flip it down before they can do it. Duo Drive, yes. Thank you, Chad. I appreciate it. Because Duo Drive isn't a quick effect, right? So we just, like, room here. And we're going to summon the dragon to your side of the field. Yeah. You're going to go face down. And then we've got a hope of the 2 cards left that Imperm will solve the problem. And it apparently doesn't even need to. There we go. With that, another Ryzeal battle under our belt. We ascend to Diamond 1. Just 1 more, and then we can get to Master, where Mimighoul Master belongs. It's in the name, chat. Yeah, and this is unfortunate. We play 68 cards to hopefully not draw into stuff like this, but it still happens. Yeah, I think we just have to Ash this and hope they don't have another starter. Playing 68 as a game. I meant 48. Yeah, and they still have it. It's just Detonator. We detonating. Okay, so we start with Maker. We just go for Mimighoul and Slime. Special summon. Yeah, we just get the dragon. Yeah, unfortunately we just lose here, I think. We didn't draw any of the stuff that gets us out of this. We activate this, they pop it. We activate this, they pop it. They probably negate with the Ryzeal Cross. And we know they've got the whatchamacallit hole too. Oh, they didn't negate it. Alright, we might be able to get our way out of this. So we grab the room, activate the slime. We just gotta bait out, like, the plasma hole, chat. It's the only way. Okay, they're just like, I'll choose all of it. Fuck it. Pop the face down. My side of the field. They plasma hole here. And they just get it back. They get those cards back. Yep, and then we set 2. We're probably dead, but we might be able to do this. We basically just have to save this until the battle phase. If we can wait for this attack, flip it face down, then hopefully they won't be able to summon another one, and then we'll be able to do plays on the next turn. Battle phase. They're just going battle now. Do this. They Ash. We have the called by for the Ash. Alright, so Ash is banished. You go face down, and I summon... Go Master. Flip you. Master effect. Get the Archfiend. Now that this is attacked, they can't flip it back face up. They can obviously do a bunch of stuff in main phase 2 if they have the cards. But it doesn't look like they have the cards. Too many dungeons. Let's try to activate the dungeon. 3,000. Dungeon gets dragon. Summon the dragon. We do have an out to Imperm if they have it. What was I saying, chat? They're trying to be a little cheeky boy, but we've got the room. You're tearing me apart! Yes! Oh, I can't believe we got out of that. What a day to meet the Master. Alright, so after the excitement of getting up into Diamond 1, we got knocked back down into Diamond 2. We put up a little bit of a fight, you know, it didn't happen immediately, but it wasn't all that close. And the problem is threefold. One is, again, this list just isn't as good as the previous list, but I don't want to go off of it yet. I still think there's more than it could show, specifically because the second problem is that out of the 9 duels we played today, we have gone first twice. For whatever reason, the coin toss hates this deck. We are just losing coin tosses at a higher than statistically average rate for whatever reason. I think if we can get a whole string of going first and show off what this deck does, then we can win. We just haven't gotten it so far. And the third problem is Maliss, which is, I'm gonna be honest, having played against Snake Eyes and Tearlament and Blue Eyes and Fiendsmith, all these like tier 0 decks, I think is the most unfun deck of the last like 3 years. I am astonished that the developers not only decided to put it into Master Duel completely unhit, but they were also like, yeah, you know, Allure of Darkness is fine, Appaloosa's still fine. We just want to make this game as unfun as possible. So we're just gonna throw in the 3 Lancia. We're just gonna try to anti-Maliss. Because this is a 50 card deck, we're less likely to grab it. Every time we've activated Maxi or Fuelos, it has been ashed. So that doesn't seem like it's going to solve a lot of problems, but we're gonna try, you know, who knows, maybe we'll draw that. If nothing else, it should be less likely that we draw Albazoa. This and the Ritual are like the 2 Garnets we play in the deck, and that's why we're playing more than 40 cards. We're trying to like increase the number of Mimighouls and starters to Garnet so that we don't draw them. But I think of the last 9 duels, we opened Albazoa in like 7 of them. So that's another problem, just like incredibly bad luck. So we're gonna make a slight change to the deck, and we're gonna hope that our luck improves. This is Mimighod 2.5 jumping back in. And we're about to go down into Diamond 3. At least we get to win a coin toss. 3rd coin toss all day. Oh, look at all these starters. Starting like crazy. Okay, so we can bait out stuff before we use the maker. Let's get Dragon. Let's summon the Dragon. Okay, so we've already got the maker, we just get the room. Alright, maker time. Ash Blossom. Fortunately, we do have something for that. Behold, you have been designated. I haven't gotten Archfiend all day. Special summon? Yes. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter what I should have gotten Slime. I keep forgetting. That also special summons. I told you I was the master. Yeah, I think we just get a dragon for next turn. And then we just set 3. We got stuff, we could do things. Now if you lava golem me, I'm gonna be a little upset. I'm gonna be a little steamed, I'm gonna get a little smaller. Whoa. Oh, okay, thank you. Please discard a card. Crystrons. We gotta show this one because it's last month's deck. Imperm. On the Master or the Throne? You want to hit the Throne. I assume the Master because they played it all the way over here. Yeah. That barely does anything. Ah, I see. 2 of them things. 2 of them things. Tristeros. Okay. So we Mimighoul room. They will activate the Tristeros. They will not activate the Tristeros. Why didn't you activate the Tristeros, I wonder? That seems like a weird decision. I would have activated the Tristeros if it were me. They're gonna give you the Slime. Throwing? Possibly. Maybe they don't know this is Book of Moon. So they can search any card, or any monster rather, but they have to have, I think, exactly Solfefnir plus another card. And even then, what do? You get Solfador and then I Imperm it. Ah, you got something into... Okay, hold up. We might be in trouble, Chad. Okay, Solfador pops this, so they're gonna get the effect anyway. They get this. We do have to hit this with the Imperm, so that they don't get 2 cards in the grave. Yeah, I should have given them a dragon. For whatever reason, I thought they didn't have anything else they could do. Yeah, so now they get the other Tristaros. Go into El Askeletus. Now they can beat over my things. And then they can pop this with the Tristaros. And now they can get into Cyber Dragon Infinity, and there's nothing I can do to stop them. I see. They're not going for Cyber Dragon Infinity. Oh, are they going for Quarian Gondrax? Big Synchro. Yeah, you should have gone for CDI. That would have been a much better play. Granted, I mean, what are the chances that I have 2 in perm? Just banish the entire field. Hello there. I'm sorry. You are negate. Yep, they went big to try to get rid of everything, and it didn't quite work for them. They fought surprisingly hard, though. Crystron's great deck. And welcome back, Legos and non-Legos, to the dawn of the 4th stream. We're at the official halfway point. 3 streams lay behind us, 3 streams lay ahead, and things, at least last time, not working all too well. You know, we tried to switch it up, tried to play a new version of the deck, and we ended up just floundering. And I was really tempted to just go ahead and go into the final version of the deck, the, like, closest thing Mimighoul have to competitive. But again, I've dedicated myself to trying to make this show a little bit more interesting, trying to vary up what we play. So instead of going on to that, we're going to spend one more stream doing something silly with Kash Mini. It's kind of like Cash Money, but with fundamental differences. Maybe there's a better name for this, something that does with Cash Tiras and like Mimics or something. But we're playing a Cash Tira package, which is incredibly small. It's just 3 monsters, and then like the Wraithsoth and the Birth. And I was really reluctant to play this previously because it's so small. I'm like, how big of an impact can the Cash Tiras really have? But after playing a big Dogmatica package, and finding out that it made it really difficult to draw hand traps and board breakers, maybe this is better, because this allows us to play 40 cards and still have a pretty good lineup of like spells and traps and everything. And if you're wondering what the synergy is here, basically if we start with a unicorn, we can summon it to our field, and then if we do the Mimighoul combos, we will activate a monster effect on their field, and then be able to look at their extra deck and banish 1 card face down. So the spirit of Dogmatica is still here. We're just getting rid of slightly fewer things. And of course, stuff like Unicorn and Fenrir and Wraithsoth and Birth are just kind of good in general as like go second tools. They can help bait stuff out, especially Fenrir. And you know, just in case we happen to get all these on, we are playing one of Ryzeal. Will we ever summon it? Probably not, but there's a chance that we can do it. In addition to that, we've changed up our lineup just a little bit. I got rid of the Imperm because I feel like that doesn't do anything against Ryzeal hardly, and it really doesn't do anything against Maliss unless they brick. And, you know, we can't rely on our opponent bricking in order to level up. So we're on slightly more board breakers. We're now on 3 triple tack, plus the Slayer, plus the Thrust, and we're on Red Reboot. This is something I've been kind of reluctant to play. I heard it does pretty well against Maliss because, you know, they rely on their trap cards as removal. But I think the most important thing with this is that it stops Dominus Impulse. One of the biggest problems we've had, and I'm not sure if this even shows up in the episodes, because I think we lost every duel where we got hit by Dominus Impulse, is that if the opponent resolves it from the hand, they're locked out of activating Earth effects for the rest of the duel. And that means if we give them a Mimighoul and they flip it up, its effect will not activate because it's an Earth that they control. So we need to stop them from activating that at all costs. So not only will this be useful for like preventing them from disrupting our turn on the first turn, even, you know, we could stop an Imperm too if we really need to, but it will also have that bonus effect of if we go second against something like Maliss or even Ryzeal with their like Void Hole or whatever it's called, this should hopefully be able to stop it. Other than that, we're not playing a whole bunch of other change-ups. It's the same deck you've been seeing, so let's jump on the ladder and see if this improves things. Oof. Okay, we're going first. Go dragon. Get me something good, please. Activate the maker? Yeah, I kinda have to. Well, you know, Chad. Wow. Okay, so at least I can Maxi them next turn. Of course they get slime. No. No, I don't think I will. Let me see what you drew. Yeah, we get rid of this. And then we just end. Yeah. So we do this, we get the Master. Yeah. We flip you face down. One face up Maliss. Okay. Hold up. Alright! There we go! Somehow we won in the face of 2 Maxxis. That's twice as many. All the hand traps. I mean, to be fair, I think they kind of surrendered when they shouldn't have, but they still got a lot of stuff. Alright. We draw. This is, like, probably the best hand this deck can produce, I think. Yeah, we grab a dragon, and then we do this. And we say, you and you. They always get the slime. Special summon, yes. And then we'll flip up the slime. What do they have? It had to be Veiler? Veiler. Okay. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. That's fine. Summon the dragon. Let's grab the room. Let's go ahead. I think we go for throne in this case. Yeah, and I think we look at their hand. Maybe we should do it now. My theory, right, is that at this point we've already got quite a lot of disruption. So if they want to use like an Ash or something, we let them. Yeah, we get a fairy. Then we activate the thrust. Grab the talents. Set it? No, I would like it to my hand, please. Let's just give me a little peek. Let's just take a little peek looking at what you got up there. Ah, I see, I see. I think we actually send off Ice because Ice lets them get rid of this in normal summon. Get rid of X'd. Everyone else is saying get rid of X'd. I'll trust them. Yeah, so we give them this as well. And then we set this, and they go. So they do have triple tactics talent. We have to be careful about that. Oh, I thank you. That's pretty nice. Special summon, no, because then that activates the triple tactics. Yeah, we Ash this. There's the triple tack. Triple tack to draw? Yeah, it's fine by me. Have they already normal summoned? Yeah, that was their normal summon. Yeah, now we do this. And what we do is we give them dragon. And we flip this face down. They send Mirror Logic to get this. Yeah, we just chain this before we're negated. We flip up the dragon, that destroys everything on their field. Goodbye, 2 level 4s, I'll remember you in therapy. Yeah, let's see if they can get another rank 4, or another level 4. Please, no Exoton. Flame Banshee. Yeah. Now, do the last 2 cards in hand do anything? And the answer is no. No, no, no. How do you like me? How do you like me? No, no, no. Alright, tiny little change to the deck. We're just adding in a single copy of Infinite Impermanence. That's because it just increases our hand trap count by 1. It gives us 1 copy that we can use for Crossout Designator. And then also, if we happen to get like Triple Tactics Thrust and they don't control a monster and we already have like all the other targets, it just gives us another target that we can actually set and then use on their turn. So there's barely a change. Version 3.1, jumping back in. Here you will see I have tied the napping knot. Oh, how festive. It is forbidden! Rita, how could you do such a thing? I am sorry. It had to be done. Just please proceed to the next knot. Behold, the lasagna knot, Mother of Christ! How could you, Rita? And I hold in my hand the most odious knot of them all. Behold the breakfast knot. Wait, lasagna, breakfast, napping? These are all things Garfield likes. Congratulations, you have solved the knot riddle. He has hated Mondays for millions of years. Why did I set cards? I had the Foolos and I set cards. Well, let's just hope they don't have the Ash, chat. Or let's hope they do have the Ash. But I have the called by. Behold, the true Master Duel minigame. The card that stops the card that stops the card that stops you from winning. Oh yeah, I did go first. That's 32. Thank you. Come on, man! Come on, man! No, but you see, they had the card that stops me from getting the card that stops me from getting the card that stops them from getting the card. Fuck you! No, we give them a dragon. We can't search anyway. Just give them a face down card that they can't use. And then flip this one face down so they can't use it. Build a board with 3 cards and nothing. You know what? Now I control no monsters. No, I'm like, now I can activate the Foolos, but if I did, it wouldn't matter because I'm under Droll. Oh? Oh, did we actually stop them? Oh, baby! 1200. It's okay, they opened TB11. Alright, we're still here. We're still here. Fairy, not terrible. Okay, now watch this. Activate Foolos. So now if you want to summon, you do it right. Oh, they're not. Okay. Activate. We will activate. We just grab the dragon, right? Dragon, get Maker. If they imperm this, then we have Fairy, so we can at least still get to something. That's like imperm. They're talking to the Maliss in the mirror. Yeah, you know what? This stops them from getting the thing. What if I bounced it? We'll get the solid gold Labubu. Come on, activate a monster effect. You know you want to. Yes! Thrust is on. It's times like these I wished I played a Harpy's Feather Duster, but I do not. Okay, they don't control a Link though, so that don't do anything. So we can just do this fine. We can wait until the end of the turn and use this. We've already got a dragon, we just do Slime. Slime Archfiend. Yes! Special summon. Yes! Use the Archfiend! Flip the slime! Summon a monster? Oh, you know it. Unless they have Nibiru. Which, I mean, they might. Which is why, again, we always make Ghoul first. Because that way we'll at least get the room. We get the room, and then this pops cards equal to the number of face-down monsters, so we can actually take out the White Rabbit and the Maliss in Underground. Rare Mimighoul W. 2,000. You know what? We're doing this now. Thrust. Thrustin' makes me feel good. Talents. Set it. No. Let's see what that last card in hand is. No starters for you. Put this on my side of the field. We'll get the throne. Activate. They have engine next turn. I don't think so. They can search a card, but we have Book of Moon and a bounce. And actually, you know what? We get the Archfiend and we give them that too. And we attack over their last one. Get the Dormouse out of there. Give them this. Give them Archfiend. And that way they have to flip that up, which means discarding the card they get. So I think we have this. Never mind. I forgot about this. Oh yeah, we were under Foolos. But it came back. Maybe I should have just drawn 2 cards. Okay, but can they get any of them on the field without normal summoning? Yes. Yes, they can. Okay, so we just do this now, right? Because they activated this Maliss in Underground. Of course, now they have an easy discard if they want to flip up Archfiend. And then that comes back. Yeah. We activate this. We flip up the dragon. That's not the dragon. These are both Archfiends. I'm kinda dumb. Okay, we have to do this now then. For some reason I thought they had a dragon. Now they do. We get tricked by our own Mimighouls. Hey, there we go. Okay, we got it. We finally beat Maliss. Well, not fine. I mean, we've beaten them before. It just feels like it's been a while. And I think we went first on that one too, so maybe it's not that exciting. But it feels like there was a back and forth, you know? It was an exciting victory. Alright, it feels like we've done this every stream since Maliss has been released, but it honestly feels like there's nothing else we can do. If you go second against Maliss, unless they brick, there is like no amount of hand traps that stops them, except for exactly Lancia. If you activate Lancia, it stops them. Maybe Super Poly stops them, but just like Lancia, Super Poly does nothing against the Ryzeal endboard. Now, I would prefer, actually, if they didn't put Ryzeal into the game, because if Maliss was just like the only deck we were encountering, it would be a lot easier to put this in. But unfortunately, it feels like whenever we don't have this, we go against exclusively Maliss decks over and over again, and as soon as we put it in, it's like exclusively Ryzeal and we're drawing multiple copies. At least this does stop Called by the Grave, so maybe it'll be useful. Only time will tell, but we gotta do something. I just keep having to surrender against Maliss, and I need some way to fight them, and this is the only way. So this is Mimicash 3.5. Let's try a little bit more before we call it a night. Go in first, add a button to the counter, and we hope it's not the worst. Going first, doo-doo-boop-boo-doo. That's the worst. Well, we've got the Lancia, folks, so there's that. Special summon. Unicorn. Birth. Activate birth. Set a couple cards. Hope this works out. Oh, hello, you. I mean, wait, this does help out, right? Like, they're activating a card. Ah, I see. And we already set the Lancia. We haven't set the talents yet, though. We do get to at least look. We get to have a nice look at what they've got. This is what I would banish, if I could. Continue your main phase? Yeah. Let's just get Mimighoul Maker and try to do our combo from there. Dragon and Archfiend. You get the Dwagon. We get the Archfiend. Special summon the Archfiend. Archfiend flips up the Dragon. Blows up all your cards. Thank you. Well, it all worked out, because they did a bunch of stuff in the main phase. Thank you, I appreciate it. You know, there's someone saying,
I'm not sure Thrust is very good in this deck.
yeah, we get to go first. Yeah, we get to summon Bratwurst. I'm trying to think of other words that rhyme with first, other than worst. This is an interesting one. This is a real mind scratcher, a real mind taker. Welcome to the dungeon. We have fun and games. Let's grab a dragon. Get yourselves a dragon, eh? Give him a little old summon. Just a little pat on the head. Grab me the maker. And let's see if we can make ourselves a sandwich, shall we? Choose wisely, Paimon. That's as good as it gets. We'll summon this. Do a little flipperoo. Summon a monster. Yeah, we just get her. Alright, so now Thrust is on. Let's go ahead and make our giant. 50% of the time, it works all the time. Get ourselves a nice little room. A room with a view. I was like, do we triple tack and then look at their hand to make sure they don't have Nibiru? But one, that wouldn't really stop much of anything. And two, they don't control a monster. We need to make them control a monster, chat. So let's summon the Master. What a day to meet the Master. I've been waiting for so long. Then we'll give them an Archfiend. Now we can Talents for Thrust. Or Thrust for Talents. Or we could just grab Imperm. No, I think we go for Talents. Just take a little peekaroo. Just do a little looking. There's nothing wrong with the little looking, is there? Ah, I see. I'm in danger. And then Thrust gets this. Yeah, we put this back. So we activate Mimighoul Giant. And we just go, fuck it. We'll detach. I'll pop myself. That's still 2. And then we make IP to go into SP. Once they flip up this, they have a monster in the main monster zone, so they can't use the Widow Anchor either until they flip that up. And then once they do, we can make SP to dodge out of it. So they can't normal summon the Pydra, they have to flip this, which means I get a free card and they lose something. Yay. That's not exactly good. Got a Dark Cybers and a... Okay, yeah, so they're tossing the Super Poly. We know they have one of their own, so we gotta let them grab this. And then we just do this, right? Because we don't want to play into their own thrust. That'll let them get anything. So we just summon this to their side. Flip this face down. And then if they special summon something, we can use Maker to flip that face up. And we still will not have activated a monster effect. Or if we have, it's in the battle phase. They could do stuff in main phase too, but that's probably not enough. It really is interesting just how much, like, the element of surprise can change things. You know, they probably would have killed me in half if I had just ended on the normal end board. I didn't even take, like, a huge starter out of their hand, but the fact that I could take a peek and see what I had to fight against was a huge, huge deal. Get another room for sure, right? Like 100%. How much defense does Pydra have? Called by on the other Maker. Unfortunate. Not much I can do about that. Yep, we just go to battle. Oh yeah, they never use the Kaiman. Okay. We know they still have Thrust. Yeah, let's see what they get. They only had the one Kaiman, so they get Sangan Summoning. Okay. Yeah, we do this here. We summon another dragon. Oh, they've already used the dragon effect. Fuck. Yeah, we do this. It plays into the Thrust, but at this point we're gonna lose like almost anything every way. Almost everything anyway. Oh yeah. We could just Ash the Thrust. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Hey, there we go. Okay. We probably could have gotten out of that. I was playing around Thrust the whole time. I was like, we can't Ash because they can Thrust. We can't do this because they'll Thrust. And it's like, we could just save the Ash for the Thrust. Ash Discipline paid off. It's easier to play hand traps when you know what your opponent is playing. I wonder if that could fix the format almost. I wonder what would Yu-Gi-Oh! Be like if the hand was public knowledge? If, like, the first thing you did was just draw 5 and you had to show your opening hand to your opponent. But then after that, every draw was secret. But at the start, you have to reveal your hand. That might be worth investigating in the future. Respectful Yu-Gi-Oh!
My name is Fairy, and you're in my Larry, yeah? Cause with my flip effect, I'll make you scream loud as heck. It's a flip effect, bitch! Circus is coming to town. Sure.
We're here on stream number 5, the penultimate stream. Only one more after this, and it's time to stop messing around. We're going in with Mimighoul, but serious, which I actually played a little bit over the weekend. And if you don't remember from the first stream, Mimighoul, but serious is Mimighoul with Fiendsmith. We just put in a Fiendsmith package. You know, we could do Fiendsmith's combos. If you're curious what the synergy is with Mimighoul, there isn't any. Not really. They don't really synergize in any meaningful way. Really, all it is that, like, if you have Engraver, or you have, like, a Lacrima, or you even have, like, a Lurie that you normal summon and go into the Requiem, that can bait out an Ash Blossom, and then if it does, you can activate Mimighoul Maker, or you can activate Thrust and Search Maker and get your plays going. Alternatively, if you start with Mimighoul and you start doing some stuff and they end up hitting you with like an Imperm or an Ash Blossom or several other things that stop you from playing, as long as you still have 2 cards on the field, you can go into Moon of the Closed Heavens and then do a Fiendsmith combo. And I didn't think this was going to be all that great. I was like, yeah, it's an extra engine. What's it really realistically going to do? But then I played it over the weekend. I did 7 duels, and I won 6 of them. And I very quickly worked my way from Diamond 2 to Diamond 1, and I only have 1 more win before I get into Master 5. I didn't want to rank into Master off camera, so I stopped there. Maybe I just got lucky. I was dueling at like 3 o'clock in the morning, who knows? But so far, this is working surprisingly well, and perhaps you're going to see even more of that as we jump on in and try to get Master into Master once more. Alright, 1 more duel, and we rank up. I already said that, but I'm saying it again. Damn. I was really hoping we would come in here, just win the very first coin toss, just be fine, be perfect, go into Master. This might be a grind after all. No hand traps! Please, please don't be on Maliss. Alright. I think the problem is, like, if I just activate Engraver, then they just, like, Ryzeal cross and it doesn't do anything. I think in order to try to make them activate Detonator, I have to, like, do the Mimighoul stuff. So, like, we activate Slime, opponent's side of the field. And then we normal summon. We activate. They activate. We got them. Locked in. They have detonated officially. Now we triple attack. Give me your monster.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, we take this so we can attack into the face down, right? Yeah. Target 1, attach it. This doesn't stop the Zeus though, right? Go to battle. Oh wait, it's if an Ixie monster battles, chat. So if I later get to the ability to make an Ixie, I can do that. Engraver time. Okay, there's the cross. Triple tactics thrust. Thrusted makes me feel good. Yeah, I think we go for tracked. Okay, so we add Lurie to hand. We discard the Lurie. Ah! Yeah, Lurie is a level 1. We could just, like, fucko into Zeus. And they can pop the Zeus, but they can't negate it unless this is also Imperm. In which case, like, you know, well, we tried. Damn it. We got so far, and we tried so hard, and we tried so far, and we got so far. But in the end, we were just far and hard, chat, and that didn't work. We can do this, though. Typhon! Alright, we cleared the board. Granted, they do get a draw. And I think we wait for them to make an Ixie, because it's like, what are they going to do? If they make Detonator, they can't activate it while Typhon's here. If they make Duo Drive, we flip it down before it can do anything. Attack mode, you say? Oh? Utopic Ray Lancer. Hold up. What is this? At the start of the battle phase, you can negate the effects of all attack positions. When this attack position destroys a monster by battle, detach, it can attack again. So we make them waste the battle phase. Ah! Of course the other card was Ash. We never had a chance, chat. The problem is now they can make Zeus if they have it. They don't have it. Alright, we need a good top deck. We got a lot of them. Can we get it? Hell yeah, baby! That's the best top deck in the world. Topping that deck's like you wouldn't believe. Oh, and I guess we start by doing this. Yeah. We shuffle back the Lurry. We summon. Hello, Engraver. Nice to meet you. We make the Requiem. We're not on Agman Day. We are. Yeah, I think we just go for Engraver so that we can do this. Because we already used the Engraver summon. If we got Lacrima, it just wouldn't work. Send that. Then normal summon. The dragon bids you hello. Yeah! We did it! The Ryzeal has been defeated! And with that, ladies and non-ladies, Mimighoul gets into Master 5. Just in time for a raid. We got there. Thank you very much, everyone. You joined in right at my moment of highest triumph. Here we are, born to go first. We're the masters of the universe. Here we belong, fighting for our sides in the war against the darkest power. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun, da-da-dun. We're starting with this because we've already got the Tract, and that plays around Max C better. If we do this and they Max C in response to the Lurry, they just get a free card. Oh, they thinking. They stinking. They contemplating. Okay. We just get this. Hee hee. I already had it. Oh, okay. That's better. Yeah, we still go for Lurry. We just don't do the whole, like, Fiendsmith part, right? Let's get Delicious in this dungeon. Howdy, howdy. Let's summon. Look at hand. We're gonna give them, like, one draw regardless. So I kind of just want to, like, do this first and then I'll look at, like, do the thing and then look at the hand. Although, now that I think about it, the question is, do I give them two to get one? No, I don't. Yeah, we just look. We look, we see if we can brick them. Ah, that is a nice ostinato you have. Okay. Imperm, one Melodious, Lancia. Plus a random. The random is the best card in their deck. Fuck. Yeah, I have to be careful. Last time I played against these, I messed up because I, like, flipped a monster forgetting that they could just fusion summon with it. See what they get. They put it in the extra monster zone. So if they go for the Moat Zarda, we can flip this face down. They're not. They're going for Refrain. Yeah, Soprano. So if I flip this down now, then they can just fusion summon it. The problem is, if we flip this face down, then they just link these two off. Wait, maybe we can... Yeah, we activate this, and we summon Archfiend to my opponent's field in the middle slot. Then we flip this face down. So now they can link these off, but they can't use the link's effect because there's no zone they could put it in that would allow them to get both. Because they have to be able to summon both to the zones this points to. They do get one out of the graveyard, but I don't think that helps them. Nice draw. They're not locked into Melodious yet, so they can make like a big link or something. Excess code? No, White Woman. That does deal with the Fabled part of the deck, but that's about all they can do, and we still have the Maker for next turn. They did not attack the Lurry. Yeah, might as well. I think we make her. Make her? I barely even know her. We get Dragon and Archfiend. We hope they get Dragon, although it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's what I like to see, baby. We special summon the Archfiend. We flip up the Archfiend. Draw a free card. That's a pretty good one. Special summon this. Oh wait, it didn't matter. Okay, no, it's fine, fine, fine. Well, we go for Giant here. Giant gets us the other room, and then we get to blow up 2. So yeah, because we can blow up for every face down card they have. So we can pop this and this. 2,000. Now that that's gone, we get a dragon out of the deck. We summon the dragon, activate the dragon, get ourselves another maker, get ourselves throne, yeah. Anyone remember how much defense Sonata has? It's less than 18, right? 1,400, okay. Yeah, and they figured it out. We just had infinite things we could have done. What's the defense on Dragon? 2,000. Oh, we're gonna rank up. I didn't realize we were doing that well. I've just been chugging along, eating my Cheez-Its, you know, having a funny time, and apparently we're about to rank up. That's cool. That's nice, you know. I mean, the farther we can get, the better. I'm honestly just surprised we made it this far, so I'm happy with whatever. Yeah, let's use this now. That way they can't triple tactics talents us. Pot of Extravagance. Now there is something I have not seen in a while. I have a feeling Maxxliss will be of no use here. Should have dropped Lance too, I suppose. Alright. My opponent's given birth on me over here. Voiceless. Uh-oh. So we let them get this and then we Lance. End phase. Alright. I think we got this. Depends what they have in hand. Yeah, I think we activate this first. We summon it to our side of the field so we have an extra. Then they'll get to peek. They'll get to take a little peek, won't they? Just a little peekaroo. They took the throne, chat. They know. We thrust here. We get this. Set it? No. I mean, fair's fair, right? If you're gonna take a peek at me, I might as well take a peek at you. Let's just do a little peeking, shall we? Come on, let me see what you got over there. I see. Unfortunate. I guess we get rid of 1 because the Lancey ain't gonna do anything. I don't have any banishes, do I? No? That just makes it harder to tribute. I mean, they get to search anytime anyway if they make it to the next turn. But at least I know they can't, like, affect anything. Like, yeah, you could take that out of the graveyard if you want. I don't care. Okay, anyway. Normal summon. Let's get it started, ha! And so for a second I was worried. It was like, oh no, what they have. And then I'm like, Joe, you know what they have. You just looked. And we keep running. And that's all we need. That's all we got. Another win, and with that, we go up into Master 4. I just realized I put Master V. I guess Roman numerals are fine. I guess it says V on there. Now we're on the IV. We're in Master 4. Every rank above Master, it's just a bonus. It's just, oh hey, Mimighouls are better than I thought. Here I am having a good day, and my opponent's over here having a bad day. I am sorry, friend. Not only do you lose the coin toss, but you also have to go against Mimighoul. And there's gotta be nothing worse than, like, you know, having the Lancias and being prepared and like, okay, if it's Ryzeal, I got this. If it's Maliss, I got this. The fuck is a Mimighoul? Let's tract it up. I'm attractive because I got attract. You get it. Okay, let's send a Lurry. Okay, that means they won't have Ash for the Maxxliss. Oh no, not my combo. Anyway, here's a dragon. Enjoy. I hope you weren't waiting on something to imperm, because now you cannot. You could Veiler. Do you have a Veiler? Doesn't look like it. Do you have Dominus Impulse? That would really paint my red wagon. No? Okay. Come on, give me the Archfiend. I want the Archfiend. Oh. They gave me the slime. Unfortunately, we don't get the field spell here, which kind of sucks. I would really like to have locked them out of something. But I mean, now we can forcibly activate one of those on their side of the field. Yeah, we'll just get another one of these. And then we could make the Moon of the Closed Heavens, but I think we're fine. They've got two of the worst on their side of the field. I think we'll wait on the Maxi. Yep. Oh, just flipping that now. You didn't even have to flip that one. It's Maliss, well, yeah. Imperm, yeah. Actually, I don't want to play into triple tack. Not yet. Dormouse. Yeah, we just do this here, right? I knew it! Draw 2 cards? Not today, friend. I'd actually prefer if you didn't draw 2 cards. Sorry. I know you built the Maliss, it's like the best deck, it's supposed to be really good, and I guess the girls are pretty or whatever, but unfortunately you lose to rogue jank garbage. I felt sympathy for you at the beginning, and then I stopped once I saw Maliss. Maliss just removes all empathy. It is the most dehumanizing of all archetypes. Master! Master! Master of Puppets is pulling the strings! All of these songs that I like to sing. Okay, you ready, chat? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you paying attention? Are you excited for this? Activate Fairy, because we haven't activated it yet. Special summon to my side of the field. And now, full Fiendsmith combo. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce the Weekend. So we get the Desiree, we equip the Agmande, and then we activate the sequence. So now Desiree is big, 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 and has 5 negates, potentially. Granted, we have to do them all at once, but I think this is like the best board we could possibly make. You know, we've got the room, we've got this Archfiend set, plus bounce, plus this, plus Maxi. Granted, if they're actually on Makonko, they might just fear mode us and kill us in half. Yeah, might as well, whatever, here you go. And we got the Lancia for the cross out, baby! I knew Lancia would save me! God, this game is awful! Alright, okay. Ultimate Slayer. Yeah, you know what, they can't negate the Desiree. Okay, so they got one out. They could negate the field spell and just completely negate the fact that we have a floodgate. No, they're going for this. That's fine. We've still got the Maker, so that flips stuff up. Azamina Debtors. I think we negate this, chat. Yeah, because otherwise they get a negate. Yeah. Oh, I should have negated himself, too, in case they steal it. They weren't stealing it. What were they on? Was it Makonko? I've seen you before! I still don't know what you do! Why are you playing Yujo Friendship? They came at me with friendship, chat, and I only offered them pain. Why'd I have to get myself evaded? It seems like every time somebody subs, I don't get it and I really hate it. Life's so cool cause you show up to the stream and you beam and you smile, but you wait and you never get the sub, so the emotes are going to be hated. Oh no, no. Chill out, what you waiting for? Lay back, it's all been done before. Yeah, go ahead. At this point, we just waiting on the Ash. Oh, okay. If they've got like a something, we could do some other thing. I guess we normal the Lurie. Special summon. Okay. One down. Time to meet your maker, Ryzeal! These are not getting out of this alive. Special summon? Yes. The Middle Zone! Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And the Veiler. They're going twice as hard. And the plugin. Yeah, we ash this here. What's up, buddy? I'd like to take control of your monster if you don't mind. So, go to battle phase. Take out this. Main phase 2. Thrusting makes us feel good. Yeah, I think we just get room. Oh, I should have added it to hand anyway. That way they don't know what it is. Oh, I forgot this was temporary. Yeah, might as well. At this point, we're just deck thinning. It's like, I don't want to draw this. We'll take slightly more damage here. Yeah, like, we could have summoned Dragon in defense, but they would have negated it with Cross anyway, and it would only save us a little bit of damage. Oh, they're not. Okay. Oh yeah, he can't be destroyed. I forgot about that, while the opponent controls a face down. Wait, what? Ah, Utopic Ray Lancer. Wait, now the cross is off because they don't control a Ryzeal anymore. Bagoo! Just in time, buddy! Desiree, we use 3. The Grave effect does target. Oh, yeah. I got so excited. Agamemnon. We shuffle back this. Put that back. We go to battle. Oh yeah, this guy I was like, oh, this can do everything. They can flip it up before putting Bagooska to attack. Oh yeah, good point. This is just what we have to do, chat. I mean, the thing is, Bagooska in attack mode can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So they might put this to attack, not thinking that it'll do anything, being like, okay, you can't destroy me anyway. Make Necroquip. I don't have Necroquip. Okay, but now I can make the SP and just banish them. So the SP hits the Bagooska. No, the SP hits the field. The Desiree hits the Bagooska. Affect Veiler! I mean, I can still do my plays. It's just Bagooska's coming back. Last card, Ash! What an asshole! Yeah, but this does come back, and then their Bagooska will die because all the materials are gone. And they still lost the thing, so they have to top deck really well, and I have SP. SP in a top deck war is pretty good. Yeah! Who could hate Ryzeal when it gives you such fun duels, chat? One more win? Might as well. We're at our time, but you know what? We're on a win streak. We're 1 win away from Master 3. We might as well jump in and see what we can do. We're going first. That's our 50th coin toss in 102 duels. It caught up eventually. It almost always does. This hand sucks. We have to normal summon the slime, special summon the fairy. Then we make the ghoul, and the ghoul searches the maker. Or maybe it searches nothing. Yep, we thrust. They don't control a monster, so we have to set it. So I think we just get Room. Room Pass plus Ash. Not too bad, not too bad. And Lancea if they happen to be on Maliss, but they aren't. Every Maliss player has full Maliss card sleeves and everything. I've yet to fight Maliss that has like the default board. Battle phase. We go to Evenly Me for 1? Lancea? Might as well, right? What if I banished 0 cards? How would you feel about that? The thing is, I didn't even need to do that because, like, I could lose the giant Mimighoul. It ain't doing anything. No. I would prefer if you did not. You are not going to be surfacing with those big jaws. Not on my watch. Yeah, might as well in the end phase. What a day to meet the master. He's thinking. Book of Moon, yes. And I would like to search, please. One big search. Hold the onions. Unfortunately, this only gets rid of face-up cards, so, like, this thing don't do anything. Another one. It's fine, chat. That face-down card is imperm, and they have no idea that Room has a graveyard effect. It's not imperm. Yeah, we'll go for Maker. I like to make stuff. Droll? Ah. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Nope. I'm trying to think of, like, do we have to do any of that? No. That's why Fiendsmith is so good! Fusion Hua! Come forth, Desera! I mean, all they've got is the face-down card, so this is, like, the best option, right? Also, could we do that OTK thing? Agmunde! So we go 18. We go 13. Then we Agmunde, target the Desiree, summon it back. Agmunde equip, 46. Not quite game. It's the second evenly. Activate Mimighoul Dragon. Giant Mimighoul, detach, pop the Agmunde. 1,000. Pow. Easy, and that's how you get to Master 3. And welcome back, Legos, to the last and final stream, the Master Stream, one might say, because we are starting all the way in Master 3. I haven't played much in the intervening time, mostly because I kinda already consider this ladder climb a success. I forget if I said it last time, but I did not think Mimighouls would do this well. I thought they would stall out in Diamond 4. So the fact that we not only made it to Master, but have advanced a few ranks in Maliss Ryzeal format is just like an absolute shattering of my expectations. We are already good. But just because we've succeeded doesn't mean we don't reach for the stars. We are going to continue our journey onwards and see just how far we can take this deck. And of course, the deck hasn't changed, not only because I haven't played anything, but I mean, why would I change it? It's doing surprisingly well. This is a very effective list. I would be shocked if we ended up changing anything. The only thing we might change is like maybe take out the Lanceas if we stop running into Maliss, but that doesn't seem likely. So yeah, let's just jump in. Final day, see how it goes. Ooh, fancy. We got some stuff, we got some things. Yeah, we have to normal summon this and give them a draw. Yeah, I would like that. I would like that to resolve, please. We'll go ahead and try the cross out, Royal Ash. It just sucks that, like, doing this gives them, like, 2 cards. I guess I don't have to summon from the hand. Yeah, if we could give them Archfiend, we get the Slime. And then, yeah, we go for Thrust. Thrustin makes us feel good. Let's be Tractful. Yeah, as it turns out, Perulia does actually hurt this deck a lot. This deck being Mimighouls. This way, okay, yeah, we do this. We give them one more draw, but even if they have Nibiru, they're in a much worse position. So we do this, we get Fairy, and we give them one more draw. And then we do full Fiendsmith combo. What day is it, chat? It's Agnum Day. We bring this back, and we get Desiree with the Agnum, with the sequence, and why not? All 3 links! Biggest Desiree! Set 1. That's 6 negates. They get X'd. They can't target this with the Myria logic, but they can target the field spell. And you control no other face-up monsters. Okay. No, we don't use this, but we use this now. So we use Room, and we put Dragon to their side of the field. And then we flip this face down. Then we do this, flip up the dragon, pop, pop. Yeah, I think at the risk, we go ahead and do this and hope it keeps them off of everything. They've got something they can activate. That's unsettling. They're all out of names now, I think. Yeah, I think we counted all of them, and they've already normal summoned. I think the best they can do at this point is like Baguska or Detonator, but I don't think either of those gets them out of this situation. Duo Drive. No! My only hope is they still think it does piercing. Oh, does it still do piercing? Yeah, they have it piercing because of that. Why are you still doing stuff? I think he takes the damage. Let's hope he takes the damage. They don't know Desiree has piercing. Question mark? What? Okay. Yeah, okay, 1 second. We activate the dungeon. I don't care if they do it here. I dungeon. They detach. We Mimighoul room. Bounce the dungeon back. Fuck it, we do it, but that baits out everything. Desiree! Aw, damn, I was hoping I would get to select everything. The fucking field spell! Oh yeah, they get another material. Okay, now I just have to attack into this, right? Okay, now they can't detach anymore. Which means I'm free to just get this and put it back on Desiree. He big again. Summon. Activate. Maker? Yeah, we get Maker. Maker. Activate. We get the only 2 left. They get Fairy. Yeah, we just get Ghoul. We're Scooby-Doo in the Ghoul School over here. Yeah, we get this. This gets us another room. Yeah, we take the room. And then we give them the Archfiend. And we activate this. We'll detach to pop the cross. And this. 2,000. Then we'll make fucking Zeus. Then we'll set this. Your move. They cannot make another Ixie. They do not have the room. Get Master and just flip Fairy. True. Utopic Ray Lancer. That was not the Fairy. Last card, Perulia. Yeah, we just flip it. Do I even have anything left? I think it's just one of these. Yeah. One arch. Okay! We won! Ever so barely. Yeah, I still have no idea what I was... we were starting to run low on time. Plug apparently has some kind of effect on it. You cannot declare attacks for the rest of this turn, except with rank 4 monsters. The fact that they use plugin saved, they couldn't attack. See, chat, this is why I like Ryzeal. There's like a whole restriction on this card. Isn't that great? Isn't that fantastic? So Co-Money says you can have a cap on gems, but you can go infinite in the negative because they patched an exploit. To be fair, the cap on gems is like, they don't just say you can't get any more gems, right? Like they go to your box, and then you have like 90 days to use them. And I believe your box can hold like an infinite amount of gems. I guess we just get Fairy because we already have everything we want. Give our opponent an Archfiend. Let's normal summon Dragon. Let's grab a room. Get a room, you two.
We are in a room.
We'll lose some weight then. Yeah, I messed that up. I should have kept the, it's fine. It's fine, never punished. But yeah, I should have set something else over there. And then just saved this so I could always, like, summon it. I think this is the fullest of fullest combos, chat. I don't think we can get much fuller than this. In fact, we're gonna have extra stuff that we can't even use. We're gonna go to the Ghoul School. We're gonna get ourselves a second room. We're gonna have twice as many rooms. And then we can get ourselves a throne. We'll activate the throne. Always detach the thing that's like a one of. That way, if they can't call by it and actually get any production off of it. What a day to meet the master. Yeah, we have exactly 2 Mimighouls to summon. And then, chat, because we went plus ultra, we could summon this, use these 2, make Moon of the Closed Heavens. So far, we've never gotten farther than this. Every time we've had this amount of combo, we get to about here, and then our opponent just surrenders. They've still got something, which makes me think Nibiru, which is unfortunate, because we cannot play around Nibiru. If they Nibiru, then after everything, we just end on Book of Moon plus Ash. Hello, Engraver. This about as good of a hand as our deck can produce. We've got the Desiree. We've got this being able to flip up stuff. We've got the room that's a Book of Moon that can also give them a dragon to wipe their board. We've got the non-targeting bounce into the void. Yeah, I'll let them draw one. It is just Tenpai though. I'm 90% certain. Sales ban. Declare one card name. Your opponent cannot activate it. Fiendsmith's Desiree. Yeah, like we could activate it, but then we'd lose it. And then we'd be playing into like triple tack. So yeah, we just let it. Heavy Storm. Okay, we do this then. We don't get the Book of Moon. Red Reboot. Okay, hold up. Set a designated card from the deck. You know, I don't think that I will, chat. Of course, that turns the... No, the Lacrima's not there anymore. Oh, why thank you. Oh, I could have set Fiendsmith in Paradise. Good point. I still haven't activated anything. If I do, and they have triple tack, yeah, I think we just have to let it go. Last card. I have saved the Ash. Weep in sorrow, for there are no more lands left to conquer. Hida. Wait, I don't have a fire. I was like, oh, they can get a fire for themselves. Oh, wait, no! No, I fucking lose! Oh, wait, I don't? I don't lose. Do I lose? I think I lose. Huh. Yep, I just lose. Yeah, I thought they would make the princess, and then princess bring back Genroku, and then do the thing from there. You know what's messed up? Tenpai? They couldn't have done this if we put Desiree in defense. Good point. Good point. I'm gonna go get my dinner. You guys can watch the rest of this. Lose and we'll lose a rank. Yeah, I was worried about that. I said this last time. You know, people were like, you think you'll get into Master 1? I'm like, Master 3 is kind of the limit. And once again, we're hitting, it's like, we were almost 50-50 when it came to coin toss, and now we've lost 5 in a row. And the last 5 we've lost, we haven't drawn a single hand trap. We haven't even been bricked on the Lanceias that we can't activate. They're just like, Ash, no. Imperm, no. Maxi, no. Charmy, no. But their name is Normal Summon Alistair, so maybe that's all they'll do. Alright, that's a good sign. Promising start. No, that's all 3, isn't it? Yeah, Splash Mage, bring back, make Red Ransom grab the field spell get Dormouse go infinite. Whoever thought this was a good idea was just like, dumb. Alright, they messed up, we might stand a chance. They do still have a double bounce, plus some traps. Okay, so we're gonna special summon this to our side of the field. Do you want to try to dragon them? No. We're going to make fairy. Okay, there's both the bounce. But we got it out without really sacrificing much of anything. Yeah, let's see if they have an Ash. I'd rather have him use it on this. My hope was we could use both of them and make Fucko, and then attack in, because this is unaffected. We beat over the Dormouse, and then we make Zeus and wipe the field. Yeah, they banish that, and then they get the other trap. They set the trap directly, they can activate it this turn. They banish this before I activate it, then we just add another one. That would be funny. Yeah, we gotta use the banish now, though. Oh, they're not. Okay. I love that they get 1,000,000 cards. A true gamer. Yeah, we're still going for this. The bird! It is the word. The banish is off because of Droll. Nice. Alright, Zeus resolves. So we can activate this. And they set triple tack, yeah. And we already used fairy. I think we saved the Typhon. We won? Probably not, because that's the other thing about Maliss. It's not just that they're like really good at building a board, it's that they can do it every single turn. This has to draw me into exactly Maxi or Lancia, and they need to not have Called By or Ash or whatever. Either that or they could play into fucking Zeus. Yeah, I don't know who it was who decided like,
you know what would be neat? What if there was a big combo deck that took 1,000,000 years to do its turn and made an unstoppable board, and also was great at the grind game? Like, the one weakness that combo decks have, the fact that if you break them, they can't recover, now we gotta give them that too.
I'm like, I can lock you out of their normal summon, and they're like,
normal summon? What's that?
Oh? You're getting rid of all of my cards. The thing about White Binder is you could banish from either graveyard, and so as soon as you banish it, you bring it back, and then you banish 3 from your graveyard, and you go +5. Oh, and you can set a trap. They flipped it up, chat. That ain't it. Okay, I do have one other potential, chat. What? You wouldn't. Don't be... Zeus Secret Effect! You fool! You absolute schmeckledorf! Oh, I'm putting Engraver on this fucker. I can't believe we won! Time limit win! Time limit win! And with that, ladies and non-ladies, we've reached the conclusion of this episode. I played several more duels that last stream, but unfortunately none of them were all that interesting. Just a lot of losing the coin toss to Maliss and getting hit by Maxi over and over again. In the end, we never got higher than Master 3 with Mimighoul, which is honestly just fine. As I said many times already, I was surprised the deck made it this far in the first place, especially in this format. I mean, Maliss decks are main decking a trap that shuts down our primary mechanic for the entire duel, and Ryzeal is a pretty difficult match as well. And that's on top of the fact that our deck has no in-engine tools to go second, no negates of any kind, and can't afford to play a whole bunch of hand traps. Like, this goofy-ass collection of cards had no business working as well as it did, and yet we still got all the way to Master 3. All in all, it was a pretty fun time this month. I don't think Mimighoul ranks among my favorite decks or anything, but I've got a soft spot for any archetype with an honest-to-goodness gimmick, and I struggle to think of a modern deck that is more weird and gimmicky than Mimighoul. Regardless, now there's both the end of the month and the end of the episode, let's take a moment to look back over our statistics for August 2025. I ended up playing 120 duels with Mimighoul and made it from Diamond 5 to Master 3. We won 67 of those duels and lost 53, which gives this deck an overall win rate of around 56%. I went through just 4 builds this month before ending on the version behind me, which contains 8 common cards, 19 super rare cards, and 28 ultra rare cards. I spent 5,000 gems on this month's deck, which would cost about $72 if you bought them all at the store at the standard price. Finally, all of this would not have been possible without 413 awesome patrons who help support the channel. 24 of those patrons donated $25 or more this month, so I'd like to take a moment to thank them personally. Their names are Chris, the resident RDA enjoyer, Cat Monarch, Shadow 1317, Chris W, Gravy, Barbarians Are Us, Boo-Hoo Bundy, Clockswork, Davon Crushin, Default Titan 97, Dancing Joker, Emperor Lelouch, Filthy Cheat, Girgiano XG, Guy Nathaniel, the Agron Overlord, It's Katsu, JJ Squirtle, Koro, LK Sun, Matt, MBT Yu-Gi-Oh!, Sanguine Strawberry, Wasted Brawler, and Wildcard Jr. Badoo! If you'd like to join them, there's a Patreon link down in the description. Just $1 gets you on my Discord, $25 gets your name in the credits, and for $10 you can get a special role that lets you vote on what deck I play next. Speaking of which, next time on Ladder Climb, we're going from treasure chest to toy chest as I try out the ladder with Speedroids, probably. The poll's not done yet at the time of recording, but it seems like Speedroids have the lead. If you'd like to see me attempt this in real time, you can follow me over at twitch.tv/hardleggaming, where I stream most of my duels. Otherwise, until next time, good luck and have fun.